Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Switching to Progressive is a game-winning call. And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history of sports.
It was a doubleheader in August and really hot inside the concession stand. So instead of waiting for people to come to me, I figured I'd walk around yelling, "Hot dogs here!" And that's how I became the first hot dog vendor in sports.
Okay, not really a game-winning call, but it was a good call. You can make one too. Switch to Progressive and you could save hundreds. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Hey everybody, it's Cap. Is it time to sell your home? Whether you're downsizing, moving, or inheriting a property, call Seller's Advantage. With decades of experience, they offer custom cash solutions and can close in days. No repairs, no agents, no hassle, just a great offer that gives you peace of mind. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com. Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Are ready for day 3 of NBA free agency. Is Jake LaGreca still the biggest thing we got here in LA? Man. I mean, I guess not. Brook Lopez went to the other team in LA, but I digress. We will continue to dial in, dissect, and defragment. Like that word? Defragment NBA free agency day 3. What does it all mean? Plus Dodgers, Angels, other accoutrements as we inch our way closer to the 4th of July, Jack.
The first tweet I just got today from somebody named Mr. Sock.
Hey, Mr. Sock.
Ireland just shut up. Okay, so does he want me to shut up because I'm saying I still like LeBron, or does he want me to shut? I think that's what he's saying. He's saying he wants LeBron out.
Yeah.
He's part of this. He's part of this contingent that wants LeBron out.
Celebrate America the proper way by listening all day long to Mason in Ireland. Let's do it. The biggest show on the radio, Mason in Ireland.
Potato.
Your Wednesday afternoon right now.
Good afternoon. Ireland, best show on the radio.
Oh, what is going on? Ireland's in Idaho. Oh, look, there he is. In here off the bat, starting the show with the flashiest pants in America. They are zebra stripe. You're calling
Zubaz.
They're Zubaz, and they're very baggy. They're almost like MC Hammer pants. Oh, and they're Viking colors, he says.
Yeah, they don't look like Laker colors because there's too much white.
Yeah, I mean there is purple, there is gold, but you think it's more Vikings than it is Lakers. Yeah.
I used to like the Vikings.
Haven't seen you, Mike. Ireland's in Idaho. Michael Thompson's here. Pepe is going to be along. Yeah. I think it's Pepe's game today. Am I right?
Popery of Lies.
Popery of Lies coming up for you in a little while. So, Michael, it's been just a monumentally eventful week so far for the Lakers. Put into context all of their moves.
Jake, we got Jake the Snake. That's the start. But
pretty quiet.
I'm only waiting for one move to be done, and I don't know what's wrong with my boy from the Bahamas. Was he waiting for? This is
he's always late for planes, so he must be late for this too.
He is
Michael, I'm glad you brought this up.
Yeah.
You know DeAndre Ayton a little bit.
Yes.
For people who don't know, Michael was the first player ever taken number 1 overall internationally. And he's from the Bahamas. And DeAndre Ayton was taken number 1 overall in the draft. And DeAndre is from the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Michael, it looks like the Lakers got a good chance to get him. I'm rooting for it.
Yep.
I think he's a perfect fit for us.
Yes.
But there was an article in The Athletic, a writer in Portland, that says that he's got a lot of baggage. That he doesn't. Do you buy that he could be a troublemaker?
Yes, he does have baggage. But here's the thing, Ireland. This is his last shot. Third strike and you're out. Two franchises have given up on him. He comes to the Lakers. Number 1 is great for his brand. Number 2 is exactly what the Lakers need. Number 3, he plays with one of the best lob throwers in the game, and Luka, and he plays with LeBron. And number 4, if he wants to salvage his career, and not play for the vet minimum for the next 10 years. He needs to come here and show everybody that he's an all-star caliber center because he does have that kind of skills. So he will be highly motivated to get back to the 15 to 20 million a year range.
So, again, what do you say to all of the disciplinary stuff, the attitude stuff? I mean, everybody says his care factor isn't high. There are times where he doesn't bring any intensity to the floor. All this stuff. You're saying this is like last chance saloon, so he's going to clean up his act?
Exactly.
It is past not prologue.
No, because if he wants
I was good at past not pro. I was
pretty
sounded
good.
smart,
Pretty
super smart guy.
But if he wants to salvage his career, and if you're J.J. Redick, Rob Pelinka, you're LeBron or Luka, you talk to him and say, listen, son, you don't come here with that pat. This is your last chance. If you can't make it here with the Lakers, and if you can't be motivated to show that you are an all-star caliber center here, he's a double-double guy. His talent is a 20-10 kind of guy. He can score from low post and mid-range as good as any center in the game. But he just has to show it. And if I brought him in and sat him and said, listen, young man, this is it. If you can't do it here, then nobody's going to want you.
Anytime somebody gets paid a whole bunch of money to go away, it makes me wonder about him. Here's $35 million. Get out of here.
I see what Michael's saying. It's kind of a bucket of cold water, a wake-up call for DeAndre, because Michael's right. If he doesn't produce, whether it be with the Lakers or the Pacers or whoever he signs with, if he doesn't produce now, Mace, he's relegated to $5 million a year, if that, for the rest of his career.
Sure.
Right.
He's playing. He really is playing for his money now.
Yep.
And I'm trying to think what is actually available. Is it $8 million that's available?
No, they can give him 14.
They can give. Didn't the Laravia money take some of that against the 14? Didn't that take 6 against the 14, leaving 8? I'm just doing math.
I
in my
read
head.
today that on ESPN that the 14 was available to give to 8.
Okay,
and I could be wrong.
And it can be divvied up. It doesn't necessarily. You think he is a $14 million a year player,
Yes.
or is there a way to get two guys?
Yes, but you
got
to sit him down and say, we're going to give you 14, young man, but this is what we need from you. And if you can't do it, this is a 1-year deal. It's worth the risk.
Now, he has cleared waivers. Is that correct? Has he cleared waivers?
That happens later today.
Happens later today. So we won't necessarily know anything on this today.
No, we might, Mace. We might. We might get word before the end of the show.
Now, Ireland, how do you feel about the DeAndre Ayton situation? Does that make sense to you?
I really want it to happen.
Yeah.
I really
you do.
want it to happen. Yeah,
he's good.
Because, Mace, what Luka is great at is setting people up for dunks.
Right.
And DeAndre is perfect. He's a great lob finisher. When he played in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker, they just lobbed it up there, and he went up there to go get it. Michael, I think his skill set fits our needs almost perfectly.
He's a rim protector if he's motivated, and you can throw the ball to him in the post with his back to the basket. He'll get you 18 points in the post. He's got that kind of skills, but it's up to his motor. And if he can't start his motor playing for the Lakers and this being your last chance, then there's no hope for him.
Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know where they go if it's not Ayton.
Well,
it's not like there's some. I mean, unless they make a deal, and there are some names that are floating around. The Walker Kessler name came up again. There's talk of who else? Nick Claxton in Brooklyn. There are guys out there that are being speculated about, but Ayton is the one guy who's on the board that could sign potentially today.
Who's it? I believe his agent is Bill Duffy, if I'm not mistaken.
Same as Luka.
Well, Duffy's got a great relationship, obviously, with Luka, with Rob Pelinka. He knows me. Hey, Duff, you want me to talk to him? I'll talk to him. Give me his number.
Mace, Michael went to college with Bill Duffy in Minnesota.
And he was Clay's agent for a long time.
We got a scoop.
Exactly. I should call Duffy and say, hey, what's the holdup? Have him sign right here, right now.
Yeah. I mean, I think
I have a good feeling about it. I think he might sign with us.
Well, I mean, again, he's the only guy on the board.
Yeah, he's the only one worth going after like this.
This is it.
DeAndre Ayton is good, man. You know,
it's Ayton or bust. I mean, there's nobody else out there.
He flamed out in Phoenix. He flamed out in Portland. But I really believe putting on that Laker uniform. And you know what else? What else happens? Every time the Lakers get a Bahamian, what do? They win. Me, Rick Fox, now DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, no, it's the key. Having a Bahamian is the key.
That's right.
All right, so we will.
So be a little bit more enthused, man.
I can't be enthused until I see it.
Until you see him get for 30
Well,
or 20.
I just watched the centers come off the board, and I know. I mean, honestly, we're clearly in the Laravia era of Lakers basketball. But are you not disappointed by what you've seen to this point?
I expected this. Unless the Lakers are willing to move Austin Reeves, they're not going to do it.
No, I don't think they're going to move Austin Reeves.
And DeAndre Ayton will be the best center the Lakers have suited up since Andrew Bynum. Think about that.
You like DeAndre better than Andre Drummond, Michael?
Yeah, he's got way more talent than Drummond. And I like Drummond. He's a good rebounder, but DeAndre he's a two-tool player, defense and offense.
Mace, I'll say this.
Yep.
If you were to tell me before all this started that the choices were Clint Capella,
No.
Brooke Lopez,
Right.
Old.
Al Horford,
Small.
or DeAndre Ayton, I would rank Ayton number 1. Michael, wouldn't you?
Of course, by far.
So I've been told that they did not rank Ayton number 1.
What?
That they ranked Brooke Lopez number 1.
No. I mean, Lopez
I would
is
rather.
good.
Me personally, this is just me.
Yeah.
I would rather have Ayton than Lopez
Oh, yeah.
because Lopez plays away from the basket
Yes.
at this stage of his career,
Yeah.
and Ayton plays near it.
Yeah.
Ayton will give you 12 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I mean, he was 14 and 10 last year.
Yeah.
So
And a part-time role.
yeah.
Rudy Gobert is not going for 27 and 24 rebounds off of DeAndre Ayton.
No.
He's just not doing it.
Yeah. All right, so we got all this stuff going on today. By the way, tonight, a really big night at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, it's a Kershaw's pitching,
Kershaw
right?
night. Yeah.
That's right.
He will surpass 3,000 strikeouts tonight
Are
at
you
some
going?
point against the White Sox. Not going. I will be watching very carefully. I actually would like to make a mythical money bet on Kershaw tonight, Ireland.
What is the bet?
Tell me the odds.
Okay.
He strikes out the side in the first inning.
Okay, that you should get some good odds for that. How about 10 to 1?
10-1. Give me $5,000 on Kershaw to strike out the side in the first inning. Not necessarily consecutively, but I'll tell you, he's been
Yeah,
pitching
he doesn't have
so...
to strike out. All 3 outs need to be strikeouts. Is what you're saying.
And won't the umpire expand the strike zone for him tonight?
Oh, you know what? That's an interesting point. Yeah, the strike zone could be a little larger for Clayton.
Where's Eric Gregg?
I would like to say of Clayton Kershaw, at the beginning of the year, I think we all thought Clayton Kershaw will come back, get the 3,000 strikeouts, then he'll move along. It's not going to be in the postseason. I can't say any of that anymore, the way Clayton Kershaw is pitching.
I'll
Clayton
take
Kershaw,
it a step farther than you. He's 4-0 with an ERA of 3. I think he's going to the All-Star game.
Yeah, I know. I don't know the mechanism that would get, because you say it's sort of a ceremonial thing.
Right.
He didn't.
Because everybody thinks this is going to be. Would you agree, Mace, that this is his last year, most likely?
Yes, I believe
All right,
it's his last year.
If baseball looks at that like we do, why wouldn't you invite him as kind of? They did it with Jeter. They did it with Cal Ripken.
Now, but in fairness, I think those guys both got voted in.
I can't remember, but I would put pitchers. You don't vote on pitchers anyway.
No, you don't.
So, put him in there. Maybe even start him, unless you feel like you have to start Skeens. Maybe even start Kershaw, let him throw the first inning and get him out of there.
Yeah. I don't know. It'll be interesting. I mean, the way it's going, you know who leads the Dodgers in RBIs?
Teoscar Hernandez.
No. Andy Pages.
No kidding.
Andy Pages hit 57 RBIs last night. 55 for Teoscar, 55 for Max Muncy.
Well, that's only because Ohtani leads off. If he was hitting third, he'd probably have 100 by now.
Still four. Correct. Exactly. I was just kind of making my
Mason
point.
wants to move him down
I'd
in the
like to
lineup.
move him down in the lineup. I'd like to see him at the plate with more
what's he
guys
at,
on base.
28 first at bat home runs. That's a good way to start a
That's
game.
impressive. Last night hit number 30.
Yeah, that's a great way to start the game.
Only
1-0.
Only 2 players have hit 30-plus home runs in the last 5 years. They are Shohei and
Judge.
Exactly right.
That was easy.
You mean before the All-Star break?
Yeah.
No,
For the year.
Yeah.
For the year. 5 years of 30-plus home run years in a row.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So going to be a lot today. Pepe's here. I want to ask you. I've got some Caitlin Clark question, all that kind of stuff. We'll get into it all today. In the meantime, our All-Star Friday night is next Friday. It is all going down at West Covina Sportsplex. Don't miss your chance to hang out with all of us. It's a summer tradition unlike any other. It's one of my favorite days of the year. Kicking it off with a live show starting at 9 a.m. With Travis and DeMarco. We will broadcast. Afternoon show will be there. And we're doing the first ever T-Ball Tee-Off presented by our friends at Children's Dental Fun Zone. All at the West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina next Friday. Thank you to Children's Dental Fun Zone. They treat your kids like their own. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, if you own a company, you got to use Thrive, the leading security company, managed security service provider in the United States. Write down this website, thrivenextgen.com. thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. The truth is 1/3 of businesses, 1/3, will unwittingly turn over their sensitive company data to thieves this year. In an instant, your customer files, bank accounts, everything is compromised, and you won't know until the ransom demand hits your email. Preventing data turnover is why you need Thrive. It all starts with a cyber risk assessment. Thrive security analysts identify gaps and deliver solutions that help keep your network healthy and protected. I've been hacked. Trust me, you don't want it. And it's a matter of if, not when. I mean, you're getting hacked. You're getting hacked. Everybody has had this problem. Get ready. Use Thrive. Get your no-obligation security recommendations and consultation. Your business depends on it. Again, that website, thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. Protect your business data with Thrive.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
Mr. Alvarez, Sedano's the type of dude that leaves his autograph as a tip, says, "You're welcome, George." Let me tell you something.
What?
Let me tell you something.
You're going to compare those two things? Come on, man. That's harsh.
Yeah. First of all, I'm a great tipper. Okay, let's start with that.
Yeah, you are. I've seen it. Heck yeah, you are.
I am a great tipper. Cappy's the one that never tips. He's the one that's always complaining. Why is everything got to be a tip? When I go to Starbucks on the app, it tells me, should I leave a tip? When I go and put in my credit card, it says 10%, 50%, 20%, or 25%. Why do I got to pick for something that nobody did anything for? I tip all those mother bleepers. Okay? All those mother bleepers get tipped.
Listen, there's your promo, DeAndre.
Literally, all you had to do was ring me up, and I'm giving you 10%. How about that?
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
Every great team has its core players, but when the season gets tough, adding the right free agent can make all the difference. The same goes for business. At Robert Half, we found that 67% of companies surveyed plan to increase their use of contract talent to handle workload peaks and backlogged projects. With Robert Half's specialized recruiters' experience, combined with our award-winning AI, you can quickly find the skilled candidates you want. At Robert Half, we know talent. Discover how we can help at roberthalf.com/talent.
Find what you love and love what you find. A Total Wine & More, the place to go for sipping rosés with seltzers on ice, making margaritas with your favorite tequilas. It's warm out, let's go. Our prices are low on spirits, beer, and wine. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
And it is Mason and Ireland. Your Wednesday, we announced yesterday that Saturday, July 26th, a private Press the Flesh event with Mason and Ireland. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten it. We're just not able to put tickets on sale yet. I'm working on it, Jack. Keep listening for details, ... Mason and Ireland continues your Wednesday on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Never understand why people need houses that big, like 36 rooms and 39 bathrooms.
I do like a big house. I had a big house in Oregon.
But your house is like the perfect size.
Yeah. I had a 10,000 square foot house in Oregon, and it had 3 floors, and I did like it. On a lot of property, but it was a big house. But I liked it. But you're right. Some of these mansions, mega mansions, go, geez,
crazy.
Right? Yeah.
They look like hotels.
They really do. They really do. So Mychal Thompson's hanging out. Ireland is in Idaho.
Up at his mansion. He's up there in his mansion.
Yeah, he's up at the compound.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Ireland, is that where you keep your robes?
I have robes here, Michael, yes.
I'm not talking about bathrobes.
Michael, you would love it here. I have my own golf cart.
He didn't hear that.
You have your own golf cart?
You do?
I do.
Golf cart, boat.
How many people does it seat?
Travicular.
4.
Don't you have
4.
a travicular also?
What's that, a
funicular.
boat, right?
Oh, funicular.
Is that a boat?
It's one of those things where
it's a tram, Michael, that takes you down to the lake.
And don't you have like a lake boat, like one of those things you'd see on Lake Havasu?
We don't have one of those like super expensive speedboats. We have a pontoon boat.
Yeah, pontoon boat, just party boat.
See, I don't like those, Alan, because if you go out on the lake and you're out there for hours, where do you go to the bathroom?
Well, you go in the lake.
Yeah, in the lake.
What about number 2?
Well, I plan ahead.
So, okay, I wasn't going to do this, but since you mentioned number 2.
Are you going to talk about the poop cruise?
Yeah, I am. Did you watch it?
I haven't watched it yet.
Did you watch it, Michael?
I got it. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, you got to check it out.
I heard it's good.
It's very funny. Now, Brian, do you have that? So I want to play. I didn't play this for you guys, but I played it the other day. This is the announcement. And if you don't know this story, there's a gigantic cruise ship. It's somewhere in the Gulf of Mexico or Gulf of America or whatever the hell we call that place now.
America, baby.
And there is a power outage. They lose all power. And the toilets are electric, so they lose access to the toilets.
Don't they have backup generators?
Here is the announcement that came out. Tell me how you react to this. This comes over the loudspeakers.
By the way, this is Michael Thompson's biggest nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Here you
this
are.
right here.
On a cruise, and the cruise director comes over the speakers.
Problem number 1. Very important information, folks. As you probably know by now, the toilets are not flushing, and it's going to start causing a little bit of a problem.
I remember this.
Come up with a plan. So, folks, if you do need to do a number 1, everybody, you can do it in the shower. And if you do need to do a number 2, what we're going to do is we're going to deliver some red bags to all of the bathrooms on board. And if you do need to do a number 2, we ask that you please do it in the red bag and drop it off in the bins in the corridors. Thank you, folks, and I'll be back with any more updated.
Listen to their reaction.
What the f***? You want me to what? Excuse me?
No. I'm not doing that.
Like, it was just like, oh, what world are we living in? This can't be real.
I mean, I never thought in my weirdest dream that I will see a day when I will have to poop in a red bag.
That last guy is the guy I love. That I
The
would
chef?
have to poop. Yeah,
He's the chef? Yeah.
The one
The
thing about the
chef guy.
guys on the cruise, though, as we all know as men, if you do need to go number 1, just point out towards the sea.
Yeah, no, that's the easy thing. Exactly, right. You got a whole damn ocean in front of you.
Some people got drunk and did that.
Now, Michael, have you ever been on a cruise?
No, I don't ever want to go. I always feared this, either a virus breakout and where you're quarantined or
Yep.
something like this happening. So I have no desire, like you and Pepe, who love to go on cruises.
I do not go on cruises.
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm not a cruise guy. Brian Cohen
I do.
and Pepe are the cruise people here on the and. Did you watch the show yet?
No, I was
You're
about
afraid to watch it,
I
right?
was
It's going
about
to ruin
watch
your
it
whole
last night.
cruise experience.
Exactly. There was a point I was hovering over it. Should I watch it? No, it's going to freak me out. So I'm going to stay away from this one.
Yeah. Pepe, you are a big cruiser, right? You like to go on cruises.
I love going on cruises.
Now, does that give you any hesitation, the whole poop cruise
Pepe, have
thing?
you seen the poop cruise
I'm not even
thing?
watching that.
Why? It's funny. You watch it because it's funny.
No, I'm not going to watch it.
You watch it. I want you to watch
No,
it and have a
I'm
complete
gonna
report
watch
the
it.
next time you're here.
Yeah, Pepe, what are you afraid of?
I want Pepe's review of Poop Cruise.
Have you seen F1?
Yes.
What a great movie.
It's a great movie. Really fun movie.
I just want to see FU.
Yeah, that's coming out next summer. That's the sequel. It's
All right,
the
hey,
sequel
Mace.
to F1. Yes.
Bobby Marks is on ESPN right now
Okay.
explaining the Lakers cap situation.
Okay.
They are $14 million below the apron.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So they have 2 exceptions, an $8 million and a $5.1 million.
Plus the 14, or it's total?
No. Those are, they have $8 million and $5 million, so they could give DeAndre Ayton almost $14 million.
Okay.
If they wanted to, or they could do something else.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a bunch of stuff. Chris Haynes just tweeted out all signs pointing in that direction. It does seem like it's probably on its way.
It makes sense for him to sign here. The other team they're talking about is Indiana. But
Indiana.
Why would he want to go? Halliburton's out for the season, and they just lost Miles Turner. So Indiana's going to be nowhere close to as a serious threat next year in the playoffs. So this is perfect for him to play with Luka and possibly LeBron.
Pepe, your complete reaction to the Lakers' free agency season so far.
And possibly bringing back a Bahamian to play for the Lakers. What do you think
Finally
about that,
got
Pepe?
another Bahamian.
Hi, everybody.
Hi,
it's
hi,
nice
Pepe.
nice
yeah,
to see you.
it's super nice.
Let's
to see
wave
you
to
too,
Pepe.
yeah.
After you went
No
to
one waves
Costa
to
Rica.
Pepe.
Yes.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
Michael,
Yes.
you and your
My Vikings pants.
Hakuna Matata pants.
Yes. Hakuna Matata.
Anyways,
So Jake LaRavia, give us the book on him. What do you think, Pepe? Are you excited about Jake LaRavia? Are you excited about the LaRavia era, LaRavia mania?
it's a step towards the right thing to do, and you're supposed to do something about the Bahamian guy.
Do you want another Bahamian on the team, Pepe? I thought you hated us.
I only hate you.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's the Bahamas he has a problem with.
Yeah. So, what do you think about Ayton as a player, Pepe? I think he's very talented. He just needs to get his motor revving.
He's very talented. I don't know if he's lazy or he's not dedicated enough, but he comes to Los Angeles, he'll change.
Yeah, I mean that's interesting. Signing somebody with the expectation that they're going to change.
Well, sometimes it's fit.
Yeah, sometimes it's fit. Absolutely.
Michael, is it possible he went to Portland? They've been just a dog with fleas for about 4 years. It's hard to stay motivated when you have no chance of making the playoffs.
Right.
And I have a feeling that that coming to the Lakers, playing in the marquee franchise in
brightest spotlight in basketball.
Yeah, the second biggest market. I just don't think he's going to want to embarrass himself like that.
Of course, and then big people are coming to see the Lakers. I mean, celebrities, Hollywood, big stars, and all that. And this is not a how do you say a dog with
dog with fleas.
No, exactly. But I'll say too, this is where I think culture makes a difference. This is where I think JJ Redick makes a difference. This is where guys holding people accountable makes a difference. I mean, it's going to be collectively, if this does happen, collectively on the organization to make sure that this guy plays hard, plays consistently, stays healthy.
It starts with him, though. It starts with him, in his own heart.
Not only that, I mean, all he has to do is to look to the right, look to the left, wherever he's standing, and look all the names there and all the championships, and said, "Well, I'm in a team with history."
So, Michael, LeBron James, Rich Paul specifically came out and said a bunch of stuff earlier this week. We talked about it a lot, but how did you interpret what Rich Paul said about LeBron and the Lakers?
Well, I mean, I'd be surprised if LeBron wants to move on. He's entrenched here. His headquarters are here. His family's here. He wanted to play with his son, Bronny. That was his lifetime dream and goal, his greatest achievement in his career, he says. So unless he says, I'm going to take Bronny wherever I go, I can't see him thinking about uprooting his family again. Now, they obviously have the option to stay here if he leaves, but I can't see him in the last year of his deal wants to go play someplace else and uproot his family.
So Brian Windhorst, who's obviously been very close to LeBron over the years, has followed him, has covered him, all that kind of stuff. I want to play a little bit of this and give me your reaction to it. It sounds like Brian is. First of all, Brian shot down any sort of concept of a trade with LeBron, but it sounds like he wiggled the door open a little bit. Listen to and this is going to go on for a bit, but listen to it.
When the idea of a trade came up, I slammed the door on it and said, first off, LeBron wants to be a Laker. If he didn't want to be a Laker, he opted out. He has a no trade clause. Everything that Bontemps just said. Over the last 3 days, I have unlocked the door. I wouldn't say that I'm opening the door. I would just say I've unlocked the door. The door I slammed and locked on Sunday, I'm not 100% sure. And that is because my conversations over the last 3 days have crystallized that the Lakers are essentially viewing LeBron as an expiring contract. And that may sound like a toss-off statement, but that's not insignificant. LeBron has never been an expiring contract, quite literally. Never in his 23-year career, over the 9 contracts he's signed, over all the different teams he's been on, he's never been on the last year of his contract. He's never been 40 years old. He's never not been the franchise player on his team.
So the door was slammed shut. Now it's not open, but Brian Windhorst is unlocking the door.
What does that mean, Pepe? Interpret that, Pepe.
Is there something to that? The door's unlocked.
Yeah.
It's not a yes or not a no, but it's a maybe.
Do you understand why people are so tired of LeBron in Los Angeles. The fans that are, because
I don't understand.
Yesterday
that.
we opened the phones and done with LeBron. Get rid of LeBron. Move all that. Do you understand that mentality?
I think Ireland, because some fans probably interpret it as he's not as bought in as Kobe and Magic and Cooper and the past Laker greats, Jerry West.
All those guys you just mentioned were lifelong Lakers.
Yes, and they maybe think that's why they think they're not as attached to LeBron as they were to those guys because they were lifetime Lakers.
Yeah.
There are two things right now in sports that make zero sense to me, and I know I've backpedaled from beating the drum and saying I know I'm right. I just think I'm right now because so many other people are on the other side. Number one is people that don't want LeBron on the Lakers. I don't get it. He's instant box office. He's really fun to see in person. He's great to watch on TV.
He's a really good player. Makes him better.
Yep, he gives you a chance to win every game. Why you would willingly break up with LeBron James makes no sense to me. That's number one. And number two, Michael, is this jealousy of the WNBA players of Caitlin Clark drives me crazy. They have been given a golden goose who quadruples the ratings, not doubles or triples, quadruples the ratings, and they don't realize what they've got and they treat her like crap. And those are the two biggest sports mysteries to me right now.
With Caitlin, it's pure jealousy. It's not racial. It's not racist or racial because they've had other white stars in the game before. Sue Bird, Diana Taurasi, right. And they can name some others. And they were white, and they didn't have the animosity towards them as they do against Caitlin. They just hate her because they're so jealous that she is the sole reason why the WNBA has gained all this popularity and she's making all this money, and so they're just plain jealous and envy of her.
And they have to understand that thanks to her, they are getting a lot of better things for the WNBA.
Of course,
sure.
It's the old rising tide raises all its weight. Pepe, you know what I compare it to? It's Tiger when he came on the golf tour. Mm-hmm. All the other golfers, they weren't jealous of him. They were grateful that he was there because they realized our ratings are going up, the purses are going up.
It's what the Williams girls did for tennis.
Right.
Well, and look, I mean, those expansion franchises are $250 million was the expansion fee. I mean, 5 years ago, the expansion fee was $50 million.
Not only that, if she decides to go to Europe, then they're going to miss her.
Oh, yeah.
Big time they're going to miss her.
And Pepe, I think if I were her, I would seriously consider it, the way they've treated her. It's been ridiculous.
I agree with you.
No, you know what? She needs to get some Michael Jordan, Magic, Kobe. She needs to get Kobe attitude and say, bleep all of y'all, I'm going to kill you if you don't like me. That's what she needs to do.
Yeah,
don't feel sorry for herself. Oh, you picking on poor old me. No. Woman up. And go after these girls.
Woman up.
It's really hard for her. And
hard for her?
No, but wait.
Look how they treated Jordan when he came in. Jordan said, I'm going to destroy you.
Michael, just let me talk, okay?
Well, say something that makes sense.
Well, if you let me talk, I will.
Right. Yeah, okay.
Here's your chance. Here's your chance, Pepe.
If she can go to Europe and make way more money, she'll go, and then she turns around and says, there you have it. You didn't want me here, so now you're going to miss me. And regarding LeBron, the one thing that you said that is really important is he's a box office main guy. Yeah. People come to see him, and regardless of whatever, and they have to understand that. People all over the world, Michael, John, we see these people every time. We see the people coming down. They're coming from any country in the world to see LeBron, to see the Lakers, and that is very important.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think we're going to spin the wheel of questions next. Yes, we'll do that. I want to remind everybody, free agency frenzy is on all week long. We're waiting to see if the Lakers do something today. Maybe sign DeAndre Ayton. Yes. We're tracking all the possible next steps for the purple and gold. Biggest offseason in Lakers history, powered by 710 and Pro Baller, the official energy drink of the Los Angeles Lakers. All right, wake up, L.A., start your day like a champ. That's the kind of energy we need right now, and that's exactly what Jacob Emrani's new billboard says. We all got things we carry, whether it's stress or a busy schedule or sometimes serious stuff like recovering from an accident, but champions show up anyway. They fight for themselves, and they fight for what's right. Jacob Emrani has been showing up for people across L.A. since the 90s. If you've been hurt, and the system feels overwhelming, the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie steps in, makes it simple. He takes over the harassing insurance company phone calls, the medical referrals, the bills, the appointments, all that stuff. You can breathe again. So you can move like a champ, not just survive your day. And here's the deal. You only pay Jacob if he wins your case. So if you're waking up feeling behind, remember, you've still got it in you. Start your day like a champ. And if you ever need, you know to call Jacob. Save this number to your phone, 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. 844-24-JACOB. Or remember,
accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
CallJacob.com. Find out why champion teams like the Rams, the Lakers, and LAFC trust Jacob and Ronnie's champion team. And follow CallJacob.com on Instagram. Go to @call.jacob on Instagram and Facebook for daily reminders and tips and prizes. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
By the way, sorry I was late. I was marveling at my new bidet that we installed in my office bathroom.
I bought one too. I have to install mine.
Even when Cappy's not here, we still go to the toilets.
Yeah. Nothing like a little warm butt, man. Gotta be honest with you.
Is it a seat warmer too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got that one.
Does it make a difference?
Yeah, it does.
It does. It really does.
Like
when you go
when I went to
Europe,
Cabo,
yeah.
when I went to Cabo, the hotel had one in the bathroom, and I was just like, my wife like made the executive decision, like, we're getting one of these.
Yeah, it cleans you up. It cleans you up. Like those little white.
And look, I would say this, like, you know, in California, it can get cold in the mornings and overnight, right? You know what I'm saying?
Sure can.
And when you sit down that first time, oh, wait.
Hey.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
USC football is more than a game. It's tradition, pride, and unforgettable Saturdays in the Coliseum. Be there for every kickoff, every touchdown, and every unforgettable moment this season. Secure your football season tickets today and lock in the best seats, exclusive fan benefits, and memories that last a lifetime. Don't miss out. We need you in the stands. Visit USCTrojans.com or call 213-740-GO-SC.
Adam Schefter here for Vivid Seats, your ultimate destination for all your sports and concert needs this summer. With a game-changing rewards program and an unbeatable selection of tickets, they make it easy for every fan to watch their favorite teams and players in action. Catch every home run and thrilling comeback in person from your favorite seat. Plus, every ticket is backed by a 100% buyer guarantee, giving you peace of mind with every purchase. Visit VividSeats.com or download the app today. Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
SoFi Personal Loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi Personal Loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
And it is the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland, here each weekday. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Brian Cohen, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it, Jack.
What you doing? I didn't hit this. Oh, wait. Oh, hang on a second.
You guys got gifts.
They're playing the Total Wine and More theme song, and they have brought me...
You in Ireland. This is for you in Ireland, but he's in Idaho.
This is a serious bottle of champagne. It's the...
What is that, red wine or champagne?
It's champagne.
This is champagne.
Well, you're not going to drink it. Give it to me.
No, it's not for
my
you.
God,
It'll come
it's
to
a
me.
gigantic bottle of champagne.
What brand?
Look at that.
Whoa.
Whoa.
So you got to have another party, Mace. You got a little party.
It's Meili Grand Cru.
Very nice.
Do you know that one?
Yes, it's very good.
It's beautiful. And, of course, this is a big hit record now because of me. I promoted the Total Wine song to be a hit record. It's now playing on Kiss. I heard it yesterday. Right between Dua Lipa and Sabrina Carpenter.
Right.
I think Grammy consideration, best record of the year.
They have
Absolutely.
different versions now. Have you heard the other? Yeah, there's another version.
Oh, I'm so excited about this.
Yeah.
This is great. Now, you have one for Ireland, too?
It's a shared one.
John,
You guys
it's
gotta
a
share
shared
that?
gift. Okay, John, it's one gigantic bottle, and we're supposed to go halves on it.
I would.
so-
You can go ahead and take it home, or give it to Michael because he loves champagne.
Yeah,
You do love champagne?
Yeah, because it's a waste for you. Because if you save it for a party, your parties are the worst because you don't have any food.
What?
Our
parties are great.
No, Laurie had no food
Yeah,
there.
no, he wants like
Michael
a
stayed
meal.
for 10 minutes.
You were there for like 10 minutes,
minutes.
said, I'll have my Tostitos and I'll go.
Exactly. I grabbed the Tostitos and I left. There was no
Michael,
food there.
that was a great party.
It was
okay?
great.
How could you
Great
invite?
party.
You can't
okay?
invite blacks and Latinos to your party with no food.
I
don't
mean,
know how
I had
white people
drinks.
do
That
it.
was fine.
Honestly, it's 7 o'clock at night. What are you looking for? A meal? You want a friggin' 3-course meal?
When you came to my house, what did we have? What did
Oh,
Chef Bill
you
have?
did have
Bill.
a spread.
We
You
were
did
there
have
at
a
like
spread.
6 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock at night. That's different. You expect food. We made the party later so we wouldn't have to do like the past
feeders.
That's
orders
right,
and all
man.
that stuff.
That's right,
Exactly.
Michael. And today you don't have the winning bingo card.
Yeah,
today.
you don't have the
So-
winning bingo card. All
All
right,
right.
Laura, we're going to do Wheel of Questions.
I was.
You ready?
I was.
Okay. See what pops up here.
That's a dumbass question.
Maybe. We'll see. So as you guys know, the New York Knicks are still looking for a head coach.
Yes.
The Knicks spoke.
Well,
Not for long.
No, not for long. It
I
seems
know.
like they're...
I know, but
Yeah.
there's a reason why
Okay.
I brought this
Got
up.
it. All right.
So the Knicks did speak with South Carolina coach Dawn Staley, and they were impressed. Again, she was not considered, but they did have her as someone they interviewed. So my question to you guys is, what effects could a female head coach have on NBA culture?
Okay.
I think Michael, I think there will be a female head coach before you and I die.
Yeah, I think it could work. I mean, Dawn Staley obviously knows the game. Lisa Leslie, ladies of that, Cheryl Miller.
We have one on our staff, Lindsey Harding, who
Yeah.
could be a head
And
coach.
she's really good.
It's basketball. They know the game.
So
what effects? So I know the whole
you're
thing
saying
is,
if they get it, what
Yes,
effect would it
yes.
have? Okay.
Because I know the running question is, will we ever see one? I'm tired of that. But my thing is, because females do have a different kind of,
I think we'll see
Energy.
one in the NBA. I don't think we'll ever see one in the NFL because, women can't play football at that level. So it'll be hard to interpret that to the guys or have guys to relate to a woman football coach. But in basketball, I can see it working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me
I mean,
too.
I think you're asking, though, what about...
like what effects or changes would a female head coach have on NBA culture?
Well, I mean, I think the job is the same.
Yeah, it's the same, basically.
It's the same.
Yeah.
I mean, Dawn Staley, if she's going to be a head coach, then she is going to operate the way head coaches operate. I don't think there's like some difference in temperament or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
The point is knowing the sport.
Yeah.
Becky Hammond is a very
Oh, yeah,
very
they know
good
the
one, too.
game. If Dawn Staley pulled me aside and said, let's talk some basketball, I'll be happy to. She knows the game. And I'm sure Mikal Bridges and those guys, Josh Hart, would respect her knowledge of the game.
I love Mike Brown. He's a wonderful guy. How the hell did he get another head coaching job?
Because he rides a Harley.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Cool.
Ireland, how the hell did he get another head coaching job?
He's an absolute workaholic. And Mace, like you say, he's incredibly likable.
He is a really nice guy. Really nice.
And
guy.
a four-time champion, Mace.
Yeah.
Right. I heard him promoted today as a 4-time champion. I'm like,
If you sit down with Mike Brown and talk basketball with him, there's no way you could walk away and say that guy doesn't know what he's doing. He just the knock on Mike is he runs 3-hour practices and grinds people. And so the Knicks, Michael, are used to it because they just had Thibodeau.
right. So anything is better.
Anything is better than
Anything
Thibodeau.
is better. Yeah. Mike Brown. I guess I'm just surprised that.
By
Mike
the way,
Brown-
Mace, you buried the lead today. You know that.
which is.
Red Panda.
I know. I was going to
Oh.
bring that
Oh,
up.
no, that was
gonna
my
be a big
WhatsApp
tease. It is such a sad day in America.
Why?
Such a sad
Shouldn't
day in
retire.
sports.
Michael bets against her every time.
Yeah.
No, she went.
But she'll drop balls.
She fell off her unicycle.
I know, I saw that.
Just
That's the second time she's
it's
done that.
over.
It's the second time.
It's over.
She
That's
did
the
it
end of
before.
Red Panda.
She
It's
did-
over.
Yeah, she
So
did it before.
do you think she's going to retire?
No, she's the third time you're out. Because first time she did it, she tore ACL. This time she hurt something else.
Did she tear her
Yep.
ACL?
Yeah, she was out for a year.
Missed like a year.
Oh God.
And then she had a unicycle stolen. The Warriors had to replace it.
Really?
So you think
Who
the
the hell
fakes?
steals that unicycle? Who can ride that thing? It's like
Yeah, somebody's got it up
15
there in the
feet
Bay
tall.
Area. Somebody's got it in the Bay Area. But I don't know, Ireland. Do you think this is fate trying to hint that
we
she
should. We should
I
say
do not
it-
think she'll retire.
We should say, if you don't know who Red Panda is,
come
she's
on.
that lady on the unicycle, really tall unicycle, who kicks the bowls up into the air and
Catches
they
them
land
on
on
the
her head.
head. Yeah.
Last night she took a tumble.
So,
I have
Mace,
no injury update.
Every
on Red
time
Panda.
Red Panda performs, Michael and I make a $1 bet.
$1.
If she does not drop a bowl, I win.
Yeah.
And if she drops one, Michael wins.
Yes.
And I would say it's about career lifetime, it's about 50-50.
Yeah,
But
she's
what,
been-
Mace, what side of that bet would you want?
I would always bet on Red Panda.
Me too.
Catching all the balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. Last
Because
year,
you're negative. You're very
no,
negative.
but Pepe,
all
we
the
see
time.
her way more often
You
than
are
you.
very negative.
And she's dropped a lot of bowls.
Yeah,
Michael's
but I
not
mean, you
wrong.
have
Oh
to-
no, it does happen.
Yeah.
It does happen. I just think the very concept.
She's starting to look like Willie Mays in center field for the Mets.
She's Steve Carlton as a long reliever in the
Right.
Twins.
I disagree. I think she's Clayton Kershaw. She's got one
Timeless.
more trip to the mound.
That's
Come
right.
on,
That's
Red
right.
Panda.
Ageless. Yeah, no, that looks like a tough gig. How old is Red Panda? Does anybody know?
She's got to be in her 50s, right, Ireland?
Oh, she's got to be older. She's been doing this since I was a little kid, hasn't she?
Yeah, I would. If I had to guess, I'd say she's about 55. But I'm
Yeah.
She was
guessing.
born in 70.
Oh, 70? So that
Oh, so
makes
that's about right.
55.
55 years old, yeah.
Very good, very good.
Eventually, you've outgrown your unicycle.
The one
It's-
halftime act we are worried about is Slottick, the guy who stands on about 12 chairs,
Oh,
50
yeah,
feet
yeah,
above the
yeah.
court.
Oh,
Now,
wow.
that's the guy we're all concerned
You
about.
think
Please.
that's danger?
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
that's an accident waiting to happen.
Oh, and he's like 64, 65.
Oh, is that? And he's still?
Yeah, and he's still doing it.
Man,
Man, that is dangerous.
That is a tough gig,
I know,
man.
'cause-
That is a tough gig.
because
So
if he had-
you also bet?
No, I don't. I know.
You
I
don't
don't
bet
want
on him to fall?
Because if he falls, he could.
No, exactly.
You know, yeah.
Sure.
He won't need them chairs anymore.
Exactly. Well, we'll say for Red Panda, we wish you the very best in your recovery. Hope we get to see you kicking bowls on your unicycle
Yeah.
again sometime
'Cause,
soon.
yeah, I need to keep winning some dollars.
You know, I think she wants to go out a winner. I don't think she wants to go out on an injury.
not like this.
No,
Yeah.
no, don't go out like
One
this.
more act, catch all the balls, and then retire.
Yeah, and then Basketball Hall of Fame, right?
And then use those balls for cereal.
Yeah.
You know, they might put her in as
They
a contributor.
Seriously,
Yes.
would Red Panda not be a good contributor for the
Yes.
Basketball Hall of Fame?
For halftime acts?
I don't
Yes.
know.
Then what, Pepe? Why you anti-Red Panda?
No, wait,
Yeah,
wait a second.
why do you dislike
Well,
Red
yeah.
Panda so much?
Why they don't put Paul Abdul in the Hall of Fame?
As a
Well,
contributor?
she's had less of an impact than Red Panda.
Yeah.
Well, she
Red
was
Panda
a
is
famous Lakers
Yeah, but
cheerleader.
she is,
She
but
is,
she
but
was only a Laker girl for a certain period of
Couple
time,
of
right?
years,
A couple
yeah.
of years. But
But
Red
she's
Panda's
famous.
been doing this since you were a kid.
Okay, well, you asked for my opinion, right?
Yeah, but it's
I
wrong
guess I'm
again.
giving you my opinion.
Yeah, but give the
okay?
right opinion. Okay, give the right opinion, and then we won't jump
So
all
I
over
have
you.
to agree with you. And if I agree with
It's
you,
advisable.
Laura starts picking on me.
Oh, that's
How
right.
did I get involved
No,
in
because
this?
Laura, you say he agrees with everything.
I say he agrees with everything, not just you.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but I'm not agreeing with these fools.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
Pepe.
And you're
No
wrong.
me grites.
All right, 877-710 ESPN. We're going to do some sports graffiti. And anything's fair today. We're waiting on news from the Lakers. Are they finally going to get their center?
By the way, Macy clears waivers in an hour, 2:00 our time.
All right.
Okay, so it's the countdown is on. The
It ma-
DeAndre Ayton countdown is on.
It makes so much sense. I don't get it. Bill Duffy is Lucas' agent. I think he represents Ayton, if I'm not mistaken. I might
Yes,
be mistaken,
he
but I
does.
think he does.
He does,
No, he
yeah.
does.
Come
he
on,
does.
Bill.
He does,
So
yeah.
why don't you call him?
Come on, Duff.
I think I will text him.
Let's go, Duff.
Get the
Text him.
scoop, Michael.
Yeah.
Hope he's not late for the press conference. All right. Your calls next. 877-710-ESPN for Sports Graffiti. It is a wild Wednesday. Pepe's here. Michael's here. 710 ESPN.
Travis Rogers into Marco Farr. Weekday mornings at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
I remember Kobe had one
Do
too.
you think that Travis bought a rap album ever?
Did anybody who says they love Kobe, did anybody buy that album? I want to know.
I did not buy that.
Okay, I just want to make sure. Did anybody play it, buy it? Was it good? Good or bad? Nothing?
Yeah, I can't help you.
Is this
with
it?
Lawless.
Stop, please. Right.
This was his answer to Shaq's rapping, right?
I think so.
You think that Travis is bumping in his Chevy Silverado to this?
Look, I'm not a music critic, but that doesn't sound like the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. He's kind of got what's the vibe I'm looking for? He's kind of got kind of a New Jack
New Jack vibe, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was just about to say that.
New Jack.
Travis and DeMarco tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Don't miss Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN. When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Oh, hey.
Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that.
Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Have you checked out the new Park West Bicycle Casino? Only 9 miles from downtown LA, right off the 710? The bike has been reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and 200 table games. On July 1st and July 15th, buy in for $100 and get $100 in Lucky Chips plus $50 in free play chips. ESPN listeners get $30 in match play when they walk in and say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Real cards, real prizes, real close.
Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. GER-001291, 001289, 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And it is 1 o'clock in the Southland on the biggest show on the radio, Mason and Ireland. And it's time for Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti like we do every day at this time. Sponsored by our friends at BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout. Now let's do it. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti on Mason and Ireland.
All right, let's roll. We got Ireland, we got Mychal Thompson, we got Pepe. The house is full, and so are the lines. Let's start out with Skip. Skip, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Skip.
Hey, how you guys doing? I hope things are good. I saw the best documentary, and it's perfect on today, being that Clayton Kershaw can get in the record book.
Right.
I saw one. It's called One of a Kind. It's on YouTube, and it's about Greg Maddux. And I thought, personally, my favorite pitcher, just because he never really had a fastball, but he was an artist. Anyway, the point is, you should watch it. They had Barry Bonds going back and forth with him. They had Glavine and Schmaltz talking in there.
Okay,
and
so
I'll
it's
just give you one
Greg
quick little part.
Yeah, go ahead. Give us one quick little part.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't want to. It's called One of a Kind on YouTube, just to repeat that. But, yeah, just one part, and it won't ruin it. Jeff Bagwell, he's pitching against him, and he told the catcher he likes fastballs inside. So we're not going to do that. Then they're up by like 10-3 near the end of the game. And he calls the catcher out, and he says, I'm going to give him one. Hits a home run. And the catcher's like, what's the deal? And he goes, just don't worry about it. 2 months later, they're in the playoffs against him. Same situation. Throws 3 curveballs, strikes him out. Yep. And he tells the catcher, remember that when I told you? So he had that kind of a mind.
He did. You're right. That's a very
may have been
famous
the smartest
story.
pitcher ever.
And yeah, he was in on the long game there. He was like, I don't care if I give up a regular season home run. I just don't want to give it up when it all matters.
You guys remember who the last pitcher was to get the 3,000 strikeout club?
Was it Max Scherzer?
Either Scherzer or Verlander.
Nope, I'll give you a hint. He was black, tall, 6'6", 6'7".
Ferguson?
Pitched for the Yankees.
Oh.
Black guy. Just think of Caitlin Clark.
Think of Caitlin Clark.
Yeah, Michael, I don't think you're right about that.
I don't think you're right about this.
Sabathia?
Sabathia.
Yeah, no,
but I think Scherzer
I think the last
did it.
guy to do it was Scherzer.
Yeah, Scherzer did it as a Dodger at Dodger
Oh,
Stadium.
you're right. You're right.
No, Scherzer is the last one.
Yeah,
you're right.
Scherzer's the last one. All right, thanks for that, though. Let's go to Rich. Rich, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Rich.
Yeah, I was just, well, first off, I want to say I'm not in this camp, but, for everybody who's punting on the season, which I don't think is the case, LeBron saying they're not a contender, I think they were really just one big man away. But either way, I think if you are of the mindset that, the Lakers are not going to win this year, then I would definitely trade LeBron. And because if you're not going to win with LeBron, then your main number one objective is obviously signing Luka. And if LeBron, this going into this year, last season of his contract, it's just going to be a circus with the whole media about, are you going to retire? Do you want to be a Laker? Are you going to get traded? And that whole circus that's going around might deter Luka from signing long-term, which I don't think he's going to do. I don't think he's going to sign an extension.
You'll know before the season starts because they can offer him the extension on August 2nd.
Yes.
So you'll know on August 3rd whether or not Luka is re-signing.
Yeah.
And Michael, he could just put it off. He can make more money down the road.
Yeah,
so
but it's
even
so
if he doesn't sign, it's not the end of the world.
It's so much money. I would sign and have a 2-1 opt out just because that's so much money. Take it while it's there. You can always opt out later.
Yeah, let's go to Sean. Sean, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Sean.
Hey, guys. Hey, John, I know where you can get your banana cream pie ice cream.
Yeah.
It's at Handel's Ice Cream. There's one in Manhattan. There's even a better one in Redondo Beach. They make their ice cream on site with real food materials like cream. Yeah, you got to try it.
I'm in.
All right, and one more thing, guys. What do you think about this? We hate the end of a game in basketball with a call. The must foul situations. How about going back to what they were saying in the All-Star game? They used it once where you need to. They come to a certain time in the game where it could be your 40-minute game. Then at that point, you add 10 points to both scores, and the first team to get to that score wins. What do you guys think?
I think it's too complicated.
I think it's very complicated. Yeah, I think there's a simpler way.
That's called the Elam ending. They have tried it. It's interesting, but I think it's too complicated.
Yeah, I do too. Let's go to Phil. Phil, you're on Sports Graffiti. What's happening, Phil?
Hey, guys. Got a quick question. Let me ask Mychal Thompson this. Now, here's a question. Help settle a disagreement between a friend and I. Would you say that Pepe is a direct look-alike to Floyd the Barber from Andy Griffith?
Yes, exactly. Great call. Separated at birth.
A little bit.
Yes.
Yeah. A little bit.
Oh, my goodness. How did I not see that? That is perfect. Talk like Floyd, Pepe. Andy.
Oh, boy. Yeah, Pepe, you're a ringer for Floyd the Barber.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Artie Moreno, too. Artie Moreno, owner of the Angels.
He's another. Artie Moreno's a good one for you, too.
Lots of people think.
Let's go.
Floyd. Can I call you Floyd from now on?
Sure. Why not?
You can call me whatever you want. I'm always going to call you stupid.
All right. There you go. Let's go to Lamar. Lamar, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead, Lamar. Lamar.
Hey, what's up, guys? You guys are the greatest show on radio.
Thank you.
First, I got a comment and a question. First comment, love Stu Lance, but time for him to retire, and let's get John Ireland and Mike Thompson in the on the TV.
There will be no besmirching of Stu Lance on this radio station.
I believe that's the first negative word ever spoken about Stu Lance.
Yeah,
Michael wouldn't have his job if it wasn't for Stu.
You think Stu's lost his fastball? No way.
Billy Mack, not so much.
Oh, Stu is still great.
Anyway, here's my question.
Okay.
Here's my question. It's been years since they used film. Why do they still say watch film?
Yeah, you're right.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, right?
Video.
We always say
watch video.
Watch
video.
tape.
Watch tape.
Let's watch video.
Because there's no tape.
No, it's video. We'll check out
that's
video.
Michael's right. We should just refer to it as I got to go watch video.
Watch video, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Why do we say tape?
Well, it's...
Watch the film.
It's the same
Every
thing.
football guy, I'm going to watch all the film. I watch the film. Yeah, no. You're watching tape. You're watching video. Let's go to Kevin. Kevin, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, I'm going to I'm trying to help you understand how we feel about LeBron, okay?
Okay.
All right, so obviously he bounced around from the Cavs, Miami, and to the Lakers, chasing rings. With loyalty, there was Dirk, Kobe, Duncan, they all played their whole time with their respective franchises. So we can respect that. We all grew up being Kobe fans, so we went through the highs and lows with the Lakers. When we had the young crew after Kobe retired with Lonzo, Kuz, and Hart, Randall, and Ingram, we all had that hope that we had to look forward to. When LeBron came into the league, he was entitled, right? He was named the chosen one before he even played the game. He was named King James. Travis was on with Sedano, and when you guys had tea, he was saying that they should build a statue out in front of Staples Center for him before he even won a title with us. So because you made us relevant, we're going to build a statue for him? No. And then another one is Kobe versus LeBron in the finals never happened in 2008 because LeBron choked against the Magic. And we know he's on his way out, so we're excited for the post-LeBron era. And we can be excited now because we have Luka, and no one is bigger than the Laker brand.
All right. Thank you.
Right, but none of that answers this question. Are the Lakers better or worse with LeBron, and are they more fun to watch with or without LeBron? And the answer is they're better with him, and they're more fun to watch with him, so why would you chase that guy away? I don't get it.
Yeah, I mean, and here's the thing.
Even if you were right about all the points you made, you're a better, more exciting, more watchable team with LeBron, period.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to say this in any other way except, and you said it, John, the Lakers are better with LeBron James, period. There's nothing that you can get that would be better than LeBron James this year. And this is not a terrible team. This is a team who won 50 games last year. And, yeah, the West is really tough. You can win 50 games and still 4 or 5 teams be better than you. But they are better with LeBron James as opposed to the different named random parts that are being suggested as potentially trade targets.
That is
Michael,
true,
no matter where you
rank
him,
that LeBron is 40, is going to be 41, and he's still playing really good.
Yep. And Michael, no matter where you rank LeBron, he's a top 5 all-time NBA player, all-time.
Top 3.
Why wouldn't you relish every opportunity to see that guy play?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Especially playing at an all-NBA level.
Yep. All right, it's interesting. Found a little bit of J.J. Redick talking about DeAndre Ayton from a couple years ago. We'll play that coming up next for you. We're waiting on Ayton, who is about to clear waivers or virtually has cleared waivers.
He will clear waivers. Nobody's going to pick up that contract. So in 45 minutes, he could announce or he could wait.
Right.
It's whatever he wants to do.
All right, in the meantime.
Here, there's no hating on Ayton.
There you go. In the meantime, newly added age group for T-Ball Tee-Off presented by Children's Dental Fun Zone next week at our All-Star Friday night at West Covina Sportsplex. 5- and 6-year-olds now eligible to participate. Head to ESPNLA.com. Sign up your little slugger. All happening next Friday. Click on the T-Ball Tee-Off card and find the button for 5-year-olds. Thank you to Children's Dental Fun Zone. We treat your kids as our own. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Okay, if you are hiring, you got to use ZipRecruiter, and right now you can do it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Ian Siegel, the guy who invented ZipRecruiter, puts it this way: we don't leave anything to chance, and he's right. They help you find the most qualified people for your roles quickly. How quick? 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So why wouldn't you use ZipRecruiter? It's free. Go to that web address, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. Again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. It can take up to 11 weeks on average to hire for an open position. You can do it in one day. Go to ZipRecruiter, ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Saturday, it's a showdown deep in the heart of Texas. LAFC invade Q2 Stadium for a Western Conference battle with Austin FC.
LAFC!
Can the black and gold grab all 3 points on the road? LAFC face off with Austin FC. Pre-match coverage starts Saturday at 5 p.m.
Shot goal!
On the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Be sure to catch Let's Talk About It on Sports Graffiti, weekday afternoons at 1 p.m. on Mason and Ireland. Sponsored by BetterHelp. Mental health is health. Visit BetterHelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. BetterHelp.com/timeout.
Disney's Descendant Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. Live in concert. July 23rd at Crypto.com Arena. A one-of-a-kind live concert experience starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Sky, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Dara Renee, Joshua Colley, and Makana Knife. Live on stage, singing all the hits from the movies. Tickets on sale now at DescendantZombiesLive.com.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Pick me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Well, Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can get a full range of treatment options for ED, including daily or as-needed meds through a 100% online process. It all starts with an online intake form. Get started at hims.com/joy, and from there, a medical provider licensed in your state will determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. Find the ED treatment that fits your needs with options up to 95% less than the brand names. Millions of men experience ED, but Hims can help. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JOY.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Wednesday afternoon. This is why we call it the biggest show on the radio.
Hey guys, I absolutely love your show. I'm the kid who got hit in the spawn.
And it rolls on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN and always on the all-new ESPN LA app.
All right, big Wednesday. I assume we're playing this for a particular reason, Brian Cohen?
Number one, 1977. It's Rocky theme.
Nice.
This was the number one song on the in America?
I think on this day.
On this day,
Wow.
It hit number one.
I hated those movies.
Bill Conti, why did you hate those movies,
fight
Michael?
scenes, as Pepe knows, being a boxing aficionado that he is, the fight scenes were so fake. You can't throw haymakers, knock the guy's head spinning around and you don't get knocked out.
So but it's a movie.
I don't care.
Right.
Make it realistic.
It is a movie. What's the most realistic boxing movie to you then?
I don't care.
Yeah.
Exactly. Probably Raging Bull.
And you thought the fight sequences in Raging Bull
much
were
more realistic.
convincing?
Way more realistic than
Michael,
Rocky.
you should watch a movie called Cinderella Man.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh,
That was
that's a
great
good one.
movie.
Really good movie.
See, I don't know. Like, for example, I think right now, like I saw F1 over the weekend. I'm not an F1 person. It seemed very realistic to me, but I don't know what an F1 person might say. An F1 person might say, no, it's not right. But I thought really, really good race sequences. All right, so I found this little piece of sound. We're going to all be quiet because it's a little bit hard to hear, right, Brian? This is J.J. Redick from 2022 talking about...
Was Redick working as an announcer?
As an announcer, talking about DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton's fantastic. Whoa. He's okay. Well, okay, that's fine. He's fantastic at punishing mismatches. In the two-man pick and roll with him and CP, they're the number one offensive doer among high-volume pick and roll players. Mm-hmm. So he is fantastic. He's going to be, he's fantastic. And he's 22 years old. CP's going to have that with any role in being. So that's not okay. He had it with DeAndre Jordan. DeAndre Jordan. Again, I'm talking about the last 2 years. I'll go back 6 NBA seasons. That was the best duo. So anybody that Chris Paul has played with, that was the best duo in the pick and roll. Okay.
Okay, so there you hear him talking a little bit about it. So he's clearly somebody that has been JJ has talked about in the past. Michael, there are behavioral things that have gone on with DeAndre Ayton, but you're willing to look all past that.
Yeah, he's got to mature. He's got to grow up. He's 26 or 27 now. This is his last chance for him to make decent or good money in the NBA, because if he fails wherever he signs this year and he continues to be a head case, a diva, then he'll have a career, but he'll only be playing for the vet minimum the rest of his year. So if he wants to revive his career, coming and playing for the Laker brand and putting up all-star caliber numbers, which he's capable of doing, would get him back among the top 5 or 6 centers and get his reputation back.
He cannot be a diva in Los Angeles. No way. I mean, he can do other things, but he cannot come to Los Angeles and pretend to be a diva.
No, can't do that. Can't be allowed.
Yeah.
He's got to be motivated to show everybody, I'm not done. I can be the player that everybody expected me to be as a number 1 pick. And he has that ability. He just has to get a better attitude, be more professional, and grow up. And
hey,
I
Mychal,
think he'll do it.
If his career, like let's say he plays 3 more years, plays okay, but then has a 10-year career, who is a better number 1 overall pick, you or him?
Oh, me by far, because he has so much more ability than I ever had. He could be so much way better than I am. I couldn't dominate a game like he's capable of. He's capable of averaging 25 and 15, 25 and 12 every night if he wants to. But if he doesn't live up to those expectations over the next 4 or 5 years, 20, 10, and helping Lakers win, then he will have underachieved his whole career, and I would have had a better career. But he has way more talent than I ever had.
But, Mace, one thing I like is what JJ was talking about, how he's a really good pick-and-roll player. That's what the Lakers are looking for, because Luka is such a good lob guy.
Yep.
Luka lobs a lot, and that's when he had Daniel Gafford and when he had Derek Lively down in Dallas. Those guys had tons of easy baskets because Luka just set them up. And that's why I think Ayton is such a good fit here.
Because Ayton has way more talent than those 2 guys.
Yeah, of course. The only problem is the mentality that you had when you came to the league was different.
Yeah,
that the mentality that this guy has.
Right. Hey, I wanted to do a stop off here. Last night, Dodgers win. Yamamoto, excellent. Shohei Ohtani, 30th home run. Even Michael Conforto got into the act in the first inning last night with a broken bat hit.
What's Ohtani on pace to hit this year? He had 50 last year, right?
50. He's already got 30.
Yeah, he's got 30 before. And we're right at about 81 games, Michael. So he's on pace to hit 60. He probably won't.
Why not?
But
why won't
he'll get – well, because everybody always tails off towards the end of the year. But I bet you – I think he can hit 50.
Oh, yeah, he'll get to 50.
I think he's going to get to 50, yeah. The ratie's going.
59. That's what he's on pace.
He's on pace for 59, Michael.
Wow.
59.
And when is he going to start pitching 6 innings?
Well, I mean, he pitched 2 his last time out. He's going to pitch again on Sunday. They're going to start stretching him out. By the way, I mean, 101.7 was the fastball over the weekend. I mean, that guy...
Fastest pitch thrown by a Dodger all year.
If he's fully healthy, boys, for next year, and how many games will he pitch next year? 30?
25 starts probably.
So if he could... Is he capable of 25 starts? Can he go 20 wins, 50 home runs next year? You think that's possible with him?
Next year, maybe.
20 wins just doesn't happen anymore.
Well, but if he's 20-5, if he's that good.
Oh, I mean, if he's 20-5, sure. But who's the last guy to win 20? Brian, when's the last time somebody won 20 games? It's
been at least a few years.
I mean, it just doesn't happen anymore.
But if he gets 25 starts, it's possible. Danny McClain went 31-6 one year.
Oh yes, he did.
Yeah, but that's when they left starters in. They don't leave starters in as long. By the way, BetMGM says that Ohtani's running away with the National League MVP race, and he hasn't really even pitched yet.
Yeah.
If he wins, Mace, it'll be his 3rd straight, 4th in 5 years. He's already the only other guy besides Frank Robinson, our guy, to win MVP in both leagues. And this one, if he gets this one, it would put him 2nd all-time with 4. Barry Bonds had 7. Wow. But then he would be – nobody's ever won 4. He would be the first one other than Bonds to hit that number.
Right. By the way, last pitcher to win 20 games was Spencer Strider in Atlanta just 2 years ago. But only 3 guys have had 20 wins in the last decade.
Wow. Who were those 3?
They were Julio Urias, who went 20-3 in 2021. Kyle Wright, who went 20-5 and 22 from Atlanta, and then Spencer Strider in 23 went 20-5. So those are the three.
Why is it so hard to get that?
Because
they don't leave him in.
Yeah, you don't hang on in games as long as you used to.
If you go 6 innings with the lead, then it's your decision.
Correct.
Right?
But like in the case of Yamamoto, for example, they just haven't scored. Last night they scored for him. They haven't scored for him a lot this year. What is Skeen's record? Skeen's actually is
He
part.
doesn't have a winning record, I don't think.
No, I don't think he does. By the way,
What's his ERA?
Whoa.
That's what you look at. Because
Yeah.
if he's not getting the support, like Nolan Ryan used to have a 2-point-something
Yeah,
ERA.
he's got a 2.03 ERA with 115
Michael, he's the best
strikeouts.
pitcher in baseball,
Yeah.
regardless of his one-loss record.
It's not his fault he has a sub-500 record because his team's not giving him support.
By the way, John, you put in there Luis Severino in Oakland is just making a lot of noise about not wanting to pitch
what's
in
so weird about
Sacramento.
him is he's great on the road and terrible at home.
Yes.
And he keeps talking about what a dump their home park is in Sacramento. So Bob Nightingale says the A's are actively trying to trade him.
Yeah, he's the first guy in a long time they signed to a multi-year contract, too. They signed him to a 3-year deal, and now they want to ship him out. There are pitchers out there for the Dodgers that I think do make sense. Those guys in Pittsburgh, not named Skeens, are all really good. Andrew Heaney's having a really good year. He formerly was a Dodger. I could see him coming back. Mitch Keller is in Pittsburgh. I could see him coming back. Sandy Alcantara down in Miami. I could see him getting traded to the Dodgers. They're definitely going to add a starting pitcher for depth down the stretch, although Tyler Glasnow seems to be getting closer. He got shelled in his last
read
rehab
today
start.
it's going the other way now.
Yeah, I heard. It's funny. I heard Vassay last night say he thought he was going to come back before the All-Star break, and now he's taking a step back. So he's after the All-Star break. Blake Snell's going to face live hitters today. Blake Trinan is going to face live hitters today. So those guys are slowly coming back. But the Dodgers keep winning.
So I have a question. So the numbers are not that important now, and the players and the teams are playing for the playoffs?
Yes.
Right. Well, the numbers, Pepe,
what's
that
your
we're
question?
talking about are the one-loss record.
The win-loss
record
record,
is
yeah.
not particularly on a bad team. Any team in the major leagues would jump at the chance to get Paul Skeens, even though he doesn't have a good one-loss record. So the point of numbers is Michael's right. I would ignore one-loss record and just look at the ERA and the WHIP.
Yep.
Yeah,
because
but
that'll
at the
tell you
same
how
time,
good they
But
got.
at the same time, people think of the pitchers by the number of games that they win, because we were talking about
right, but not anymore. Like we had a sub 500. Was it Zach Greinke won with an under 500 record?
I'm not sure. I know
Felix
Hernandez did, for sure.
Rodriguez
Yeah,
one year
he
was 13-12
Yes.
and won the Cy Young.
By the way, Kershaw is going to hit 3,000 tonight. He's done it in a lot fewer innings than the average guy. Like, for example, it took Phil Niekro 3,900 innings to actually wind up with 3,000 strikeouts. And in fact, Kershaw will have pitched fewer innings than anybody in the 3,000 strikeout club.
Okay, so Mace, the all-time greatest Dodger pitcher is Sandy Koufax.
Yes.
Do you put Fernando 2 or Kershaw 2?
Strictly on what happened on the field or cultural relevance?
Well, cultural relevance, nobody's stopping Fernando. Fernando would be 1.
Correct.
If that was it.
But I think if you're just talking about basic.
But Fernando on the field was unbelievable.
Spectacular.
And by the way, I think he won Rookie of the Year and Cy Young in the
Yes,
same
he did.
year.
Yes, he did.
Yes,
Pepe, how about you? You have a good grip on the Hispanic fans, so I know Fernando was a big part of your life. But Kershaw's been unbelievable. Would you put Kershaw 2 or Fernando 2?
I will put Fernando 2 because he changed everything. Remember, people weren't going to the games until Fernando Mania, and they started going to every game.
Well, Pep, you're actually selling that short, Pepe. You're right. Mace, back then, if you look at the attendance, it would be like 19,000, 20,000, 18,000. Then Fernando would pitch, and it would be 48,000.
Yeah.
You know, like he would sell the ballpark out, and then the minute he didn't pitch, it went right back to.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, he was. You know, Pepe. We were talking earlier about Caitlin Clark being a one-person draw. That was Fernando. He's a one-person draw.
So in the era of legitimate baseball, real baseball, when everybody's allowed to play, would you say that the most unattainable record, since the way pitchers are now used, would be Nolan Ryan's all-time strikeout record of 5.714?
Either that or Cy Young. Didn't he win
No, I'm talking about real baseball. No, blacks and
okay.
Latinos weren't allowed to play back then.
Yeah, okay.
Because Cy Young won 511 wins. But
yeah, no one will ever get to Ryan's strikeout record because of how many of how many years he pitched and how long you were allowed to stay in the game.
So is that the record that will never be approached?
Well,
in all of baseball?
There are a few. I don't know. I don't know if we'll see another 300-game winner.
Really? Some 19-year-old.
Mace, I looked at this the other day.
But Verlander's not pitching well. I know Verlander's close.
No, he's already there. Verlander's already got 300. The guys you need to keep an eye on are Chris Sale and Garrett Cole. Those are the two active players who are, I think, each above 200. But those guys are both older, and they've both had a lot of injuries. As a matter of fact, both of them are out with injuries now.
Right. By the way, just to be clear, Verlander does not have 300 wins. He's got 262 wins.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Okay. Does Scherzer?
No. Scherzer career wins, no. He's not in that ballpark.
How far away are they?
You know what I'm thinking of, Mace? I'm thinking of 3,000 strikeouts.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're thinking of something else.
Yes, there are some guys that are in the ballpark. Yes.
How many career wins does Kershaw have?
Career
Does he
wins
have
for
300?
Kershaw. I've got Scherzer with 216. He's not.
Kershaw's 270, right, or something like that.
Kershaw's career wins are 216. Yeah, 216.
Yeah, you might be right, Mace. We may never see another 300-game winner.
Yeah, I mean, that is just a really huge
Well,
number.
some 20-year-old comes along and pitches for 20 years.
That's
You have to average,
Skeens, by the way.
15. That's what, 15 wins a year?
Yeah, but Skeens is going to flirt with 3,000 strikeouts. He's not going to flirt with 300 wins unless he leaves the Pirates.
Yeah, and eventually he will, right?
Yeah.
Leave the Pirates?
Eventually
he's
he will.
going to be a Yankee.
Yeah.
You know he's going to be a Yankee.
I think he's going to be a Dodger.
Okay, well, either one.
I think it's
one
just
of
a
those,
matter of time.
Yeah, one of
Just
those.
a matter of time. All right, coming up next, we got What's Up, Fool coming up. In the meantime, I wanted to do a little quarterback quiz.
Oh, I love it. Lamar.
I've got some. We'll as we wait for news on DeAndre Ayton. I've got a list of one expert's view on the best 10 quarterbacks for 2020.
Oh, come on. That should be easy.
We will do that coming up. In the meantime, hear from my friends at Tax Relief Advocates. Owing money to the IRS is overwhelming and can totally weigh you down. And by the way, there's all these ads out there. They're trying to scare you and confuse you. Owing money to the IRS does not make you a bad person. Here's the thing. Does not make you a bad person. Tax Relief Advocates knows this, and they want you to relax and breathe and take the first step and get out from under that additional pressure that you don't need. Whether you got $5,000, $50,000, $500,000 in tax debt, you don't have to fear the IRS one more day. The experts at TRA have got a proven 3-step tax resolution process and knowledge of special programs available that can significantly reduce or even eliminate your IRS debt. It's easy to see why they've got over 1,000 5-star ratings on Google and a A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. End your tax nightmare. Get your life back on track. If you owe money to the IRS and you feel you got nowhere to turn, call Tax Relief Advocates today. Simply visit TRA.com. That's TRA.com, or call 800-575-1482. That's 800-575-1482. One more time, 800-575-1482. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The fun way to drive home is with Sedano and Cap.
Coming up today at 3 p.m.
Well, I asked Cap today if he ever gets fambushed.
Fambush.
You know how nowadays these younger kids, they'll stalk their parents or their siblings or whoever on their tracking apps. They'll see where they are and they'll be like, okay, hey, I see you're at Starbucks. Can you pick me up? Blah, 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 blah.
Can't do it. Or worse, how about you're at a fancy restaurant
you and your lady,
yeah.
and then all of a sudden your family fambushes you and they show up at that place?
I would just be like, hey, we're here. Do you want anything for us to bring back? Like, why wouldn't you just offer it?
I'm here. No, but wait, Funchy, you say that you fambush your wife.
Yeah, I mean, she lets me see where she is, and she's at like a nice restaurant or someplace I like. I mean, yeah, can you bring me home something, please?
Now, do you share your location with her?
No, I don't. Never.
Wait, what?
Get out of here.
Punch.
What's she going to find me at home on the couch all the time? That's what it is.
Yeah, rubbing your cat.
Sedano and Cap on 710. The fun way to drive home.
Sedano and Cap.
Make sure to mark your calendars for next Friday, July 11th at the West Covina Sportsplex. That's where we'll be, so don't miss your chance to press a flush with us and root for your favorite 710 personality during the summer tradition unlike any other. Live broadcast and event begins at 9 a.m. with Travis and DeMarco. The festivities for the 710 All-Star Game get underway at 6 p.m., all at the West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina. Be sure to bring your coolers and lawn chairs for an all-star Friday night, made possible by our friends at Rotolo Chevrolet. See what the fun is all about at Rotolo Chevrolet.
Hey, it's John Ireland. Check out this true crime story. An IT manager came in on Monday, tried to log in, and couldn't. A ransom message popped up, all company data, customer files, bank info, everything was locked. If they didn't pay $250K in Bitcoin, it would all be wiped. Protect your business with Thrive, America's leading managed security provider. Start with a free cyber risk assessment at thrivenextgen.com/ESPN. That's thrivenextgen.com/ESPN.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Your friends at George Chevrolet want to wish you a safe and happy holiday this 4th of July. And there's no better way to celebrate than behind the wheel of a new Chevy. Happy Independence Day from George Chevrolet, proudly serving our community in the red, white, and blue.
At Progressive, we understand the bond you have with your boat. It's why people name theirs.
I was pretty hungry and looking at a menu when I named my boat Change Your Tuna. The backup names were Trick or Trout, I Salmonly Swear, and, oh, it gets worse, New Squid on the Block. It wasn't my best day.
Whatever you call your boat, protect it. And start with a quote from Progressive, America's #1 boat insurer. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. #1 rating based on boat market share data from ratefilings.com.
We expect our information in real time. U.S. Med carries continuous glucose monitors, which provide real-time readings of blood glucose levels. U.S. Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurers. So call 888-665-0696 today for a free insurance and Medicare benefits check as easy as... That's 888-665-0696.
And it is Mason and Ireland. Your Wednesday, we announced yesterday that Saturday, July 26th, a private Press the Flesh event with Mason and Ireland. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten it. We're just not able to put tickets on sale yet. I'm working on it, Jack. Keep listening for details. ...
Everybody's straight today, except me.
Mason and Ireland continues your Wednesday on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Yes, stay tuned for them tickets to go on sale.
Press the Flesh with Mason and Ireland.
You heard about this, right, Michael? We are all getting together, and we're going to record a live podcast with a very exclusive crowd coming up on July the 26th, and we're sort of circling up all the people that we've worked with over the years. It's our 21st birthday party podcast.
I thought you guys had to sign a deal first.
I don't know anything about that part of it.
And where
What's
is
the
it?
contract up?
Tell him where is it going to be.
It's to be announced.
TBD.
Oh no!
Yeah,
not yet?
TBD.
Oh,
Well, we don't want people just flooding and showing
I
up.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
We'll let you know,
It's
Pepe.
TBD.
It's top secret.
You have to tell me TBD.
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 Exactly right.
TBD.
Hey,
I
Mace,
don't know
I
anything.
think Michael and I can figure out the top 10 NFL quarterbacks
yeah.
with only one strike.
All right. Okay, but first, Ireland.
So
before
this
we
is,
do it-
by the way, I'm just going to say this is Mike Clay,
Yeah.
who's an analyst for ESPN.
All right, because Ireland, Let's do it this way. Let's get the big four out of the way: Mahomes, Allen, Lamar, and Burrow. Those four. That's the Mount. That's the Mount Rushmore.
Agree.
That's the Mount Rushmore of quarterbacks this year.
Mahomes,
Burrow, Allen, and Lamar.
Burrow, Allen,
and Lamar. That's the big four. After that, now we got to figure out who's the other six.
All right, so Michael, here's where I would go first.
Okay.
I think Jaden Daniels has to be there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yes.
He's
Right,
number
so
one on this
Jaden
list.
Daniels there.
Number one on the list.
All right,
Number
all right.
one, Lamar Jackson 2,
So, wait a
Josh
minute.
Allen 3. You've got number 4 open.
Mace, are these fantasy football quarterbacks?
Mike Clay.
Because Mike Clay's a fantasy guy.
Then it must be for fantasy football purposes. I guess that is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he goes Jaden Daniels, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Number 4 is a guy who I seem to have at quarterback every single year, John.
Is it Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts, yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
Joe Burrow 5,
How
Patrick
many-
Mahomes 6.
How many are we missing?
Oh, we got.
You're missing 7, 8, 9, 10.
We got Justin Herbert. Got to be in there somewhere.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. On Herbert?
Yeah, wait a minute.
Really?
Would you put Herbert ahead of
By the way,
Matthew
these
Stafford?
are going to be tough.
Michael, would you put Herbert ahead of Matthew Stafford?
No, I got Stafford on my list, but depending on where he
Yeah,
is.
Stafford has to be there.
He's in the top 10.
Steve.
Maybe not.
Come on. Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. No, Mace, these are fantasy quarterbacks,
Fantasy,
All right.
yeah.
I'm going to say Baker Mayfield is in there for fantasy because he throws a lot of touchdowns. What do you guys think?
Baker Mayfield?
Yeah, because he throws a lot of touchdowns.
That's right. It is for fantasy. It's a different.
Ding.
He's there?
He is number 7.
All right, now, Michael, how about this one? Bo Nix because he runs and throws.
Bo Nix.
It could be there.
What do you think,
Mace,
Pepe?
give me Bo Nix.
Number 10.
Wow.
Wow.
So you're
All right.
missing 2
What are you guys
guys on this
missing?
list. And if you asked me to name them, I would have scuffled around a little bit before I figured it out.
Well, Dak's got to be in there, right?
Trevor?
No.
Trevor?
Dak's not any good.
What?
Yeah,
That's
neither are the
not good.
Cowboys.
How many are they
Terrible.
missing?
All right,
Eight?
Michael.
Missing number 8 and number 9.
See,
Michael,
Stroud?
what do we think of because he runs a high-powered offense? What do we think of Brock Purdy?
He had such a down year last year.
But he's going to be there.
All right, wait, okay. If
He's
you don't
gonna
like
be
him,
there.
what do we think about Kyler Murray because he runs and throws? So think fantasy.
Yeah, fantasy. Kyler Murray because he's a
All right, we'll try
Kyler.
Kyler Murray.
Kyler
Mace.
Murray's correct. Yes. Kyler Murray is number 8.
We're just missing one.
Yep. And his name has been mentioned.
Well, then it's got to be
Herbert.
Herbert. It's either going to be Purdy or Herbert.
Purdy.
Herbert.
I think it's Purdy. But Pepe, what do you think?
Purdy.
All right, Mace, we'll go Purdy.
That's correct, yeah.
Jeez.
So the correct lineup here, and again, this is for fantasy purposes, just to be clear, not necessarily winning football games this year. But it is Jaden Daniels 1, Lamar Jackson 2, Josh Allen 3, Jalen Hurts 4, Joe Burrow 5, Patrick Mahomes 6, Baker Mayfield 7, Brock Purdy 8, Kyler Murray 9, Bo Nix 10.
I would imagine Herbert is somewhere in the next 5, right?
We only have 10. I only have 10 here. So those are
He's number
those are the
11.
10.
Oh, is he? Yeah.
Right.
Wait a minute. Is he really? Or are you
No,
just
he's
saying
making
that?
it up.
I called him up. He was like,
Yeah,
first one off the
come
list.
on,
Completely
Brian.
making it up. He just missed the list, according to
God,
Brian.
You know, Mace, who I'm surprised is not there? Jared Goff.
Yeah, it's a really good point. Jared Goff, you would think.
And I thought for a second about Jordan Love. But
Yeah.
Jared Goff, I'm surprised he's not there.
Yeah, did not make the list. Did not make the list. All right, coming up next for you, going to do some What's Up Fool. It's a big day. We're waiting on Lakers news. DeAndre Ayton he clears waivers at 2 o'clock. Is that right, John?
Yeah, in 15 minutes.
And who knows? Maybe
that does
he's-
not, by the way, Mace, mean that he'll announce in 15 minutes.
Correct.
It just means he clears waivers.
But how can you clear waivers when he got bought out? It's not like somebody's going to pick up $35 million.
No, I think you have to
Still-
pass him through waivers no matter what,
all right.
and just in case somebody wants to pick up the $35 million.
Really?
Yeah.
You mean somebody
Yeah,
can
you
still
have
pick up
to.
the
That's the rule.
Yeah, you got to clear the waivers. All right, coming up next for you, What's Up, Fool? Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Travis Rogers and DeMarco Farr. Weekday mornings at 9 a.m. after Clinton and Friends.
Thinking about the bench.
Which bench? Getting benched?
Just getting benched, the bench, period. That would have worked on me.
Did you ever
man.
get benched?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For what? What'd you do?
I brought home an F. That's the F and PE.
Oh, you got benched by your mom.
And the coach.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
she just beat him to it. Like, I'll take care of this. I embarrassed her. So, Yeah, I got benched once for being insubordinate.
Towards a coach?
Towards a coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
in college and pro and high school?
I got the start. He just ripped me out and sat me there for like 70% of the plays.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
no
proved
good.
the point.
And you know why that sucks the most? Because then people come up and say, why didn't you play? And then you got to come up with something.
In San Francisco. With my entire family behind me. Yeah. He knew. Yeah, he won.
That'll
he was right.
do the trick.
He was right.
That'll do the trick.
Yes.
Travis and DeMarco tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Don't miss Travis and DeMarco on 710 ESPN.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. You see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos. Fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game.
In a world parched for excitement, one drink will emerge. Twisted Tea, the refreshing thrill ride of flavor. Recreating its classic role as the hard iced tea that goes down smooth. Twisted Tea doesn't just taste like real iced tea, it's made with real brewed tea and a 5% kick of alcohol. Taste the adventure with Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Wednesday afternoon. This is why we call it the biggest show on the radio.
Hey, guys. I absolutely love your show. I'm the kid who got hit in the spawn.
And it rolls on Mason and Ireland on 710 ESPN and always on the all-new ESPN LA app.
What's Up, Fool is brought to you by Dos Hombres Mezcal. It's fate. It's friendship. It's mezcal. Dos Hombres.
All right, gentlemen. So if you didn't know, in 1982, the week of July 2nd was also known as the greatest week in movie history.
Really? What happened?
It's due to the release of several iconic, influential films like these: E.T., Rocky III, Blade Runner, Poltergeist, John Carpenter's The Thing, Star Trek II, and Conan the Barbarian.
Okay.
So all these movies came out during that weekend. So if you guys could only choose one film out of those films to go see, in 1982, which film would you choose?
Read them again.
Say it again.
All right, E.T.
Yep.
Rocky III.
Nope.
Blade Runner.
Nope.
Poltergeist. John Carpenter's The Thing. Star Trek II. Conan the Barbarian.
Conan for me.
No, Blade.
I love Conan.
For me, it's Blade Runner.
For me, it's Blade Runner.
For me, it's E.T. What am I, like
Right?
a little kid here?
E.T.
I mean,
E.T.
that movie made me cry when I was a kid. It's such a nice
E.T.
movie.
phone
Fair
home.
movie.
Yeah,
I went
that's
to see it. I went to see it on a Friday and brought my parents back to see it on a Saturday. I could not wait to see that movie.
Here's a
again.
great story about E.T. When they first made E.T., in the script, he loved M&Ms. And they turned the script in, and the Mars company, which owned M&Ms, said, no, we don't want some freaky alien-looking thing eating our M&Ms in a movie. So Reese's, who was the maker of Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, said, we'll create something for him. And that was the beginning of Reese's Pieces.
Yep.
That's how they started.
There it was. Yeah, E.T.
Big-
was a great movie. Poltergeist came out the same summer as E.T.
Yeah.
That was the same summer, summer of '82.
Yeah, but Arnold had those muscles, man.
Arnold was
speak
impressive.
English,
yeah.
Yeah.
Arnold was impressive.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you, Blade Runner also is not
I
a bad
really
choice.
like Blade
I'll tell you,
Runner.
you go back and look at Blade Runner, which was panned and was a box office bomb. That movie really, if you look at it, is like what the world looks like now.
That's exactly
Like
that's
that's what LA Live looks like. It looks like what Blade Runner imagined it to look like, with those giant digital boards changing and all that stuff.
It
So
was a movie for
Future.
overlooking the future.
it was prophetic, Pepe.
That is right.
Thank you.
Like The Simpsons.
See, Pepe's agreeing
Like
with
the
Mason
Simpsons,
again,
yes.
Laura.
Oh, agreeing with me. Can't go wrong.
Speaking of films and movies and such, Netflix announced yesterday that they are partnering with NASA. So they're going to do some cool things here. So they're going to partner with NASA to live stream Earth views from the International Space Station, rocket launches, astronaut spacewalks, kind of a thing. So it got me thinking, is this something that you would, tune into if you were scrolling Netflix and you get live views of the Earth from the space station?
Heck
or would
yeah.
you not? Just pass
Yeah,
over?
not
Michael, this sounds right up your alley.
Yeah, not for me. I mean, I know what the Earth looks like. I've seen the pictures.
What?
I've seen the pictures.
I would love to see that.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'm with Mace.
I mean,
Really?
I know
Been there,
it's like a
done
big
that.
blue marble.
Do you guys like
sky.
watching paint dry?
Laura,
You're watching. You're looking out the window of the space station, just staring at Earth. What is the
when
excitement?
astronauts go to the space station or into orbit, they say that's the first thing they cannot get their eyes off is the view. And you
Yeah.
guys are just poo-pooing it.
I'm not poo-pooing. Listen, I love astrology. I'm a moon child. I love
Astronomy,
it.
not astrology.
No, I like astrology.
She likes astrology.
Well, astrology's not in space.
No, but
she
because
likes
I'm a
astronomy that
moon
goes to
child.
space.
I was saying because I'm a moon child. Anyways,
Oh.
whatever. I still don't want to watch paint dry, sir.
Oh, good
Sorry,
grief.
there it is.
That doesn't impress you.
That's-
if you're in space looking back
I'm
at
with
Earth.
Laura.
That's Earth.
Thank you.
Yet you want to go to
blue.
Costa Rica and look at a waterfall.
Wait, and you want
Oh,
to
it's
just
gorgeous.
Google Costa Rica and say you've been there.
That's the difference.
That's
the
a difference.
By the way, here's what's weird. We're having this conversation off the air. Michael's like, I don't know why you travel so much. That's what Google is for. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then I say I don't want to look at the moon. You're like, how could you not want to look at the moon? I just Googled it. I'm fine.
That's different. Anybody can go to Costa Rica. Who can go to space?
Not everybody.
That
can go to
doesn't make
Costa
any
Rica.
sense again, Michael.
Which one's
no,
easy to go
because
to?
we're talking about traveling, and the
Yes.
other thing is looking through a window, which I really like from the space.
Right.
But I love traveling because, again, Michael, you learn different things with different people.
Seeing birds in the jungle in Costa Rica or looking at Earth from
Oh,
monkey
my
space. Which one would be more impressive
There are
to you?
the,
Give me
there are
the
the howler
birds.
monkeys, and there are the
me the
capuchin
monkeys.
monkeys. The white-faced monkeys are really mean, and the howler monkeys are really nice.
And you'd
Give
rather
me the mean monkeys.
Mean monkeys.
And
the
then if
capuchins.
you go to Greece, if you go to Italy, you go to those places, you learn a
I've
lot
been
of
there.
things.
Big deal. You can't go to space.
Yeah, but I know what that looks like. You're
You're always
literally
living
gonna
in space.
You're literally going to go to this Netflix channel,
Yeah.
and you're just going to watch the Earth sit there.
Oh,
They're gonna do different
Sit
things.
there.
but you're flying over like seeing the sunrise come up every 20 minutes.
Yeah, no. Oh, that's right. Thank you,
What's
Luke.
up, fool? All right, guys. In a new study by Zip Health, it found that 1 in 4 Americans are too stressed about money to have sex. Financial pressures are killing the mood, with 31% saying that inflation is hurting their love lives and nearly half admitting that their financial anxiety is spilling into their relationships. Some even say that they feel they would be more romantic with their partner if they made more money. Times are tough, and apparently so is good and lucky. In short, broke is the new birth control. Have you ever been too broke to be in the mood?
But why do you
Be
think
honest.
Jeff Bezos looks happy all the time? He's rich, so you know
I
he's
have
rich.
never,
You know he's
I have
getting it.
never
no
been
trouble.
too broke. By the way, if you're broke, that can get you in a good mood in a hurry. Yeah, but Laura, the problem here are women. You guys, it's important to you that we make a lot of money.
No, not all women.
Well, most women, like Michael's right. Jeff Bezos is never hooking Lauren Sanchez if he's not a billionaire.
That's right.
You don't think so?
No.
Zero chance.
If he was working for Amazon delivering, you think she would go
Yeah,
up?
if he was
Listen,
in the warehouse.
if he's a good dude, like that's all that should matter.
Hey, Laura, look at the last 5 guys she's been with. they go up in income each step of the
Yeah,
ladder.
no, she's a climber.
I actually have heard that, and very recently, how she upgraded financially every time.
That's right. That's why guys like Bezos
Every
and
time.
Bill Gates are always happy because
She
they're getting everything.
excels in her chosen field.
That's right.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but Laura says if he was an Amazon driver, she'd still date him, right?
Well,
Laura?
full of crap.
But I think, but I think
Laura,
the original
no,
point
it
does
doesn't
make
work
sense.
like that.
If you're stressed about trying to put food on the table for your
finances
family,
and stuff, yeah.
trying to fill the gas tank, if those, you probably have less of a mind to like get home and get frisky.
That is true.
But if you get frisky, you're going to be happier, so get it together.
Yeah,
Amen.
When in doubt, frisky.
Yeah.
That's a good way to go.
Frisk me?
Yes.
What's up, Foo?
I got another one here for you guys.
Okay.
So the NHL's looking to come up with a new CBA, and some of those things are higher salary, more games possibly. But one of the ones that caught my attention is they're removing for teams to have their own dress code. So no teams cannot implement their own dress code anymore. Instead, it's going to be a league-wide dress code with contemporary fashion norms, is what they say. So isn't it, 2025, is it okay that teams are still putting in a dress code, or is it kind of just let the guys wear what they want?
You mean like when guys walking into the stadium?
Right, yes.
Oh, yeah, that's ridiculous.
Walking in, walking
Michael,
out.
when you were playing for Pat Riley, did you guys have a dress code?
No, we can wear whatever we want.
Yeah,
anything.
I think dress codes are overrated.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't believe in
If they
dress
had a
codes
dress
either.
code here at the station, Michael, you couldn't even cross.
Yeah, no, Michael, you would not be allowed.
They would allow me in the
They
building.
would not allow you
Michael,
in the
I
building.
think you're an excellent dresser. Dress for
Thank you.
comfort, not for style.
Right,
Alex
Pepe.
would
Yeah,
not
but he
open the
dresses
door
like,
for you.
But he dresses like he's a part of the Cirque du Soleil. Man.
It is kind of a Cirque du Soleil look.
Yeah,
That's a
no,
good
it is.
point.
Yes, I have the body for it.
I think there's a show called Zuba.
That's
Yeah.
right. It should be.
What's
we
up,
got one
Foo?
more? We're
No,
good.
we got one more if you
Okay.
guys want one.
Laura's so naive.
Okay, sure. Anyways, Chuck E. Cheese is now launching a Chuck's Arcade. It's basically a grown-up spin-off of Chuck E. Cheese. It only has 10 locations right now, but it features retro classic games like Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, things like that. There's pizza, wings, beer. My question to you guys is, would you rather go and relive your youth with like NES Pac-Man and all those games that we used to play, or go to like a sandbox with all the VR? Because I did sandbox not too long ago and it was great.
Explain Sandbox.
So sandbox is you wear a VR headset
Yep.
and you're submerged into another reality. Like for
Yes.
us, we were in like a zombie land. So would you rather go do that or go and like relive like a Pac-Man arcade version?
I'd rather do the VR. I did the VR over at Century City Shopping Center. I don't know if it was Sandbox
Probably
or not.
Sandbox.
But
It's a known
but
one.
it is crazy. You put those on and you are surrounded by other people and you've got gloves on that show your hands and all.
It's
really
crazy.
It's kind of stunning what they can do.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
sounds
real.
cool.
Yeah,
Have you
I've
ever done it, Michael?
Laura, I'm
No,
a
but it
bad
sounds cool.
person to ask because I've never done VR.
You should try it just one time.
Honestly, it's really
I
cool.
will. I
Yeah.
have
It's
nothing
really
against
cool.
right. And Mace, I still haven't been to Cosm. I
Oh,
wanna go
you
to
gotta
Cosm.
get to Cosm, man.
I haven't either.
You haven't been to Cosm?
Because
Pepe.
you keep on saying that you're going to invite me.
Next time I go to Cosm, I'm definitely gonna invite you.
The lemon pepper wings are so good.
And the Korean style nachos,
Also
excellent.
really
yeah,
good.
Oh,
I
the
love
fries.
Cosm.
Gotta have good
Oh,
fries.
honestly,
Delicious.
really good. The
Really
food there
good.
is really good.
Yeah, they do a good
Skinny
job.
fries or thick fries?
They're skin. I think they're on the skinnier
I think
side.
they're on the skinny side. I like skinny fries.
Why
I
did
don't
you
like,
ask? You're never going to go over there.
Well, I
Why
just like
do
to
you
hear.
ask?
I just like to hear about the fries.
Yeah. All right, coming up next for you, I got something for you. This is a message from the Pope.
Oh,
Really?
That I wanted to bounce off you guys.
Your Pope Leo or the other Pope Leo?
The real Pope Leo. The real Pope Leo, not Pope Leo. We'll do that coming up next for you, and we're keeping track. DeAndre Ayton just cleared waivers. Just happened. 2:00 in 2 seconds. So at any moment, we could find out that he's a Laker or it goes wrong. We'll find out. Mason in Ireland. Michael's here. Pepe's here. 710 ESPN.
Saturday. It's a showdown deep in the heart of Texas. LAFC invade Q2 Stadium for a Western Conference battle with Austin FC.
LAFC!
Can the black and gold grab all 3 points on the road? LAFC face off with Austin FC. Pre-match coverage starts Saturday at 5 p.m. On the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Have you checked out the new Park West Bicycle Casino? Only 9 miles from downtown LA, right off the 710, the bike has been reimagined with new ownership, renovations, and 200 table games. On July 1st and July 15th, buy in for $100 and get $100 in Lucky Chips plus $50 in free play chips. ESPN listeners get $30 in match play when they walk in and say, Cappy sent me. Park West Bicycle Casino. Real cards, real prizes, real close.
Please gamble responsibly. 1-800-GAMBLER. GAR-001291, 001289, 001292. PSIS license number 1358.
Some things can steal your sunshine. Ugh, I just got my hair done.
Sorry, the cooler's broken.
Anyone see my flip-flops? Anyone? But COVID-19 can steal a lot more.
I just took a COVID test. Ugh.
Prescription medications for COVID exist. If you test positive this summer, ask your doctor if they're right for you. Visit PfizerForAll.com/COVID-19 to learn more. Sponsored by Pfizer.
The Black Friday and July event from Dell Technologies is here with great offers on trusted technology. You'll also discover huge deals on new AI-ready laptops like the Dell 14 Plus featuring Intel Core Ultra processors starting at $699.99. Save on top accessories, plus enjoy fast, free shipping and other benefits. Upgrade today by visiting Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Ignite your afternoons at Waba Grill's $5 happy hour with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium one beverage drink, like our zesty dragon fruit mango lemonade. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. only at Waba Grill.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
And it is Mason and Ireland. Your Wednesday, we announced yesterday that Saturday, July 26th, a private Press the Flesh event with Mason and Ireland. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten it. We're just not able to put tickets on sale yet. I'm working on it, Jack. Keep listening for details, ... Mason and Ireland continues your Wednesday on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Really? I didn't know that. All right, so we were just off the air here. Ireland's in Idaho. I assume this song is playing for a particular reason, Brian Cohen.
It is World Disco Day.
Nice.
Love disco.
Disco was such a great.
Michael, did you used to go visit the disco back in the day?
I actually went to Studio 54.
No, seriously, I was just going to ask you if you went to studio. What was it like?
Like being in hell.
Really? Because of what? So in other words, really fun.
Did you stay at Studio 54 shorter or longer than Mason's party?
A little longer than Mason's
party.
I was there for an hour and a half, and I just felt very uncomfortable.
Was it you and Mick Jagger and
yeah, it was a lot of
David Bowie and Liza Minnelli
there was a lot of
Andy Warhol and all those people.
Decadence,
decadence.
half-naked
How
people.
Do I get that?
That's not my scene.
When did you go?
I went in the very early 80s, very early when I was a young player.
I went to Studio 54.
You were at Studio 54? Boy, I'll tell you what, Pepe can
You
party.
liked it?
And I love it.
Yeah?
Because you're a demon, that's why. How could you like that scene, Pepe?
I think it was sign of the times.
I romanticize that in my mind. Like, I would love to have been in that era, in that club.
Yeah.
That's so cool. Now, we were just talking, Ireland, about the Jeff Bezos, Lauren Sanchez wedding thing.
Right.
Nuptials.
Which happened on Friday.
Yeah, and then it lasted a number of days after that with much money spent all over the place.
They say over $50 million.
That ticked me off, Ireland.
The amount of money they spent?
I also think it's obnoxious.
Because I know it's his money.
Right.
But what ticked me off was Jeff. Lauren, don't you know how many people's lives you could have changed for $50 million? Do you need to show everybody how rich you are?
But they changed Leo DiCaprio's life with this wedding.
And
Sure they did.
and the Jenners, the girls.
The Jenners. Ugh. I do think it's absolutely obnoxious.
Scary.
Every time I saw it on the news, I was like, ugh, that's kind of...
It's too much, isn't it, Ireland?
Especially...
I know it's his money, but what did you think somebody spending $50 million on a wedding?
I think if it's your money, you can do whatever you want
Sure,
with it.
but
I wouldn't do it, but... If you want to take all your money, Michael, and go buy a fancy go-kart for Roman, more power to you.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah,
but they did
right.
it in such a very buying a go-kart for Roman.
Way.
This was big, out there, obnoxious. Look at us, look at us, look at us, all that kind of stuff.
Look how rich we are.
And by the way, the wife, the ex-wife, is named Mackenzie Scott, and she's donated over $16.5 billion of her fortune to charitable causes. Grants to 1,800 organizations focused on equity, education, public health, underserved communities, blah, blah, blah. So she's out there, like, giving stuff away. I don't know is Jeff Bezos out there doing stuff, charitably, or did it all
sure
go to
he sent
Lauren?
some stuff, but I don't think Mackenzie she went out and got married after they split up. It didn't take. She's now divorced a second time.
What was wrong with that guy?
How'd that guy blow it? He's got all that money.
But she did not spend $50 million on the wedding.
No,
Hey,
she
can
did
I
not.
make a public service announcement for people that follow social media?
Yeah, sure.
There is a fake story.
Okay.
A fake story.
Uh-oh, what is it?
Running around on social media that has already tripped up 2 ESPN people.
Oh, no.
Someone with an account named Scam Sharania.
Oh, now how would anybody know that's a parody account?
Not Shams Sharania, had a fake post, again, fake, that Mike Breen was retiring.
That's a weird thing to...
Two ESPNers fell for it. One was Mark Spears. The other, Momo.
Momo got got?
She got got, but she caught it and then told Spears, we've been duped, and they both since deleted it.
So,
but it's not true.
It's not true.
Correct.
All right. Well, that's good. We need Mike Breen in the world.
And you can do with your money whatever you want.
that's
And
true,
I'm
Pepe.
sure that Jeff Bezos, is giving money to charity, like Bill Gates gives a lot of money to charity.
I don't know that to be the case, but I'll take your word for it, Pepe.
He's not required to. He can do whatever he wants.
And in Studio 54 was great.
Oh,
Okay.
How could you say that? All that decadence going on in front of you.
Oh, decadence.
You
Sign
like that,
me up.
Pepe.
I miss decadence.
I miss
Pepe, you
decadence.
were
What
slut-
happened to decadence?
you were
What?
slut- Bring it back,
It's at
Mace.
Jeff Bezos' wedding is decadence.
Yeah, that's where it was.
All the decadence went to...
Pepe would have loved being
that all
there,
went to
too, right,
Venice.
Pepe?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, so DeAndre Ayton, we assume, has cleared waivers at this point, and he is one of the targets, reportedly, for the Los Angeles Lakers to play the center position next year.
He should be the target. Just focus on him.
And at this moment, Mark Stein has just tweeted, multiple interested teams expect DeAndre Ayton to
course.
commit to the Lakers after he clears waivers today at 5 p.m. Eastern Time.
Perfect.
That's Jake Fisher and Mark Stein tweeting that. So they expect...
And Mark Stein's really connected and a really good reporter.
Yeah, multiple teams expect him to sign with the Lakers. So it sounds like that's
Well,
the direction this is
Think
going to go.
about it. Both he and Luka have the same agent, Bill Duffy, and they know how good him and Luka will be together. So that makes so much sense.
Oh, totally.
All right, so I promise this. Let's do this. And we will keep you up to date on when and if that does go down. The Pope said something interesting. Now, the Pope is a Chicago White Sox fan, and I think, and you got to take that into account when you hear this
is
quote.
Pope Leo you're talking
This
about?
is the real Pope Leo, not
Okay.
not my mom's, not stepdad, not Pope. So here's what he said, and I think there's something to take from this, and I think this is spoken like a true White Sox fan. In our competitive society, where it seems that only the strong and the winners deserve to live, sport teaches us how to lose. It forces us, in learning the art of losing, to confront our fragility, our limitations, and our imperfections. It is through the experience of these limits that we open our hearts to hope. Athletes who never make mistakes, who never lose, do not exist. So, Michael, did you learn more from winning or losing?
Oh, from losing. Winning, you think everything's going to be perfect, everything's going great, but you got to know how to accept failure, not just in the sports, but in life, and how to bounce back from that failure. So you definitely learn more about yourself when you fail than when you succeed.
Interesting. Pepe, what about you?
No, it's
More from losing?
Definitely more from losing. Whenever I started and I was making just a little money, I really appreciate that now because I learned how hard it is to make a dollar.
Right.
And then now I know, and that is very important. If it wasn't for that, I'll be a different person.
Ireland, in your life, have you learned more from winning or losing?
Way more from losing. And
the Pope is so on it here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brian, I just texted you. Do you still have that clip I played from Derek Jeter the other day? Jeter came out. Somebody asked Derek Jeter, what's the best piece of advice? You've got it, Laura? Here's Derek Jeter talking about the best piece of advice he could give anybody who's starting out as an athlete. Here's what he said.
Learn to deal with failure because it's coming. I don't care how good you are, how good you think you are, you're going to fail. And there's going to be times when you feel like you're not going to get out of it. That's just part of it. So have a strong support group that you can go to and lean on, but understand that failure is a part of it.
I think he's 100% right.
Yeah, he is. Ireland, what would you say is, and Michael, I'm going to phrase it to you a different way. Ireland, what would you say is your biggest personal loss? Like, what was your big loss in life that you learned the most from?
Biggest failure. When you start in TV news, you're trying to work your way up from small towns to big towns.
Right.
And you need a big break. And I started in Monroe, Louisiana, went to Beaumont, Texas, went to San Diego. And when I was in San Diego, I was a finalist for a weekday anchor job in San Francisco. And I went up. I thought I nailed the interview. I thought I was going to get it. And I didn't. And I was crushed. I thought, man, this is as far as I'm going to go. And literally 3 months later, I got a job in L.A.
Yeah.
So
it did work out.
Well, because the number one thing that, like, Michael, I've always talked to you about this. Athletes, professional athletes, expect to win. So when they lose, they remember that more. Michael won multiple titles as a player, but Michael, you remember your losses and think about your losses in the finals more than you do your wins.
Those
right?
two still haunt me. Can't forget them.
Yeah, and I always thought, well, why would you look at life that way? And I finally figured it out after hanging around you and Stu and other professional athletes. It's because all these guys go into these games convinced they're going to win, and when they don't, it's how you deal with it that moves you forward.
Yeah, my when I went to New York and worked and did that show on WNEW, and I will say that job broke me.
Right, and anybody, by the way, to lend a little perspective on that, anybody would have taken that job.
Yeah,
you got a great offer, and it was a big opportunity, and it just didn't work out.
And it was a nightmare scenario. The boss was crazy. The place was nuts. It was just... It was really rare. I consider that to be my biggest personal loss, and I feel like I evolved as a person from that. Like, I think I have become a little bit more peace. There's more peace now because of that. Pepe, what's your biggest personal loss?
It is different for a person like me because when you're a foreigner and you come to this land, thank God I'm here, you start from zero.
Yep.
Okay? And when I started here, I started working on a car wash. So on my days off, I used to go to Big Bob Burger and knock at the door because that.
You mean Bob's Big Boy?
Bob's Big Boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I saw a sign that said, we're hiring on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to go around, knock on the door, and they never opened the door for me to get a job there. But I learned that if you keep on doing that, you're going to be better. Finally, I got a job in another place, and then the rest is history. But I never gave up. And the most important thing is never giving up. Even if you fall, you get up and you start again.
Yeah.
Because you never know. If you knock on 100 doors and you give up, you don't know if the next door was the one that was going to be open.
You know what, Pepe, that is great advice. And I think people forget that you only need one.
Yep.
I saved Mace every rejection letter I got when I first tried to get into TV. I have over 150 of them.
Really? Wow.
And I saved them. And I stuck them in this folder, and I every once in a while go out and look at them because I kept telling myself, ignore the rejections, you only need one. And I'd go to the mailbox every day and be, okay, no. And I never got deterred. And Pepe, that's the same story with you. You just keep knocking on doors, and you only need one. So if you're out there and you're struggling and you're looking for a job, ignore the rejections. You know, maybe ask them, what could I have done differently, or how could I have done this? You can learn from them. But keep at it because you only need one.
That's
and
right.
Then you're off and running.
Don't give up. Don't ever give up. It's true.
Yep. All right. There you have it. There's a little inspirational segment for you. I got a little nugget on Clayton Kershaw, who is going to register his 3,000th strikeout tonight. And It's impressive. It's even more impressive when you hear this particular number I'm going to throw at you. Plus, I will do this. How do you deal with criticism? We were talking about success, failure. Dealing with criticism is actually interesting, and a lot of people get sucked into this, and it's difficult to deal with. So we'll do that coming up for you too. It is Popery of Lies today, right, Pepe?
Yes, and it's not Popery of Lies, and I don't like it when you say that.
Okay, well, then why don't you make all the questions true?
Because they're all true. Okay,
let's find out.
I spent a lot of time checking
in 30
every
minutes, we're going to find out.
Because I know that you and Ireland are going to go to your computer right away to double-check on that.
Correct, we are.
Okay.
Just to catch where you're wrong. All right, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
All right, Pro Baller Energy is the official energy drink of the Lakers. If you're looking for a pick-me-up, you're looking for something to get you through the day, Pro Baller is a natural, healthier energy drink with 102 milligrams of natural caffeine. And the best part is no crash. It's NSF certified for sport, meaning it's trusted by pro athletes. If I get up early in the morning, and you guys know I don't sleep, and I go play golf, and then I come do the show, and then I go home and work, I need something to keep me going, and what keeps me going is Pro Baller Energy. It's available at Costco, select convenience stores, and online at Amazon. It comes in a Lakers can that is spectacular, purple and gold, and looks great, tastes great, and gets you the pick-me-up that you need. Pro Baller Energy. Champions choose clean energy.
Saturday, it's a showdown deep in the heart of Texas. LAFC invade Q2 Stadium for a Western Conference battle with Austin FC.
LAFC!
Can the black and gold grab all 3 points on the road? LAFC face off with Austin FC. Pre-match coverage starts Saturday at 5 p.m.
Shot goal!
On the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Thinking about selling your home? Seller's Advantage makes it easy. No agents, commissions, open houses, or costly repairs. They'll give you a fair cash offer with no surprises. One seller said, and I quote, Seller's Advantage was faster, easier, and more rewarding than listing my house. The offer matched my expectations, and the process was stress-free. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
Evan Cohen here. According to a recent ZipRecruiter survey, 76% of employers plan to expand headcount for 2025. If you're one of these employers, add ZipRecruiter's latest feature, Zip Intro, to your hiring plan. It does most of the work for you, so you save time. Just pick a time, and Zip Intro finds and schedules qualified candidates for you. You can even meet with great people on back-to-back video calls as soon as the next day. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports. Evan Cohen here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with promo code USL to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
And it is Mason and Ireland. Your Wednesday, we announced yesterday. Then Saturday, July 26th, a private Press the Flesh event with Mason and Ireland. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten it. We're just not able to put tickets on sale yet. I'm working on it, Jack. Keep listening for details. ...
Everybody's straight today, except me.
Mason and Ireland continues your Wednesday on 710 ESPN and always on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
World Disco Day. So Pepe's here, Michael's here. I want to let you know that you got to be ready for next Friday at the West Covina Sportsplex. Your chance to hang out with all of us and root on your favorite 710 personalities. It is a summer tradition unlike any other. All-Star Friday night. It's coming up next Friday. The event starts at 9 a.m. We're all broadcasting live for the day. The game will be at 6 p.m. You're all invited. 2100 South Azusa Avenue in West Covina. Be sure to bring your coolers and your lawn chairs for All-Star Friday night. Made possible by our friends at Islands Restaurants. Islands, your local paradise. All right, so the latest reports are, Mark Stein said, the Lakers are reportedly the front runners for DeAndre Ayton, which means they will finally get their center. Clayton Kershaw tonight, looking to make it 3,000 career strikeouts. Here's what makes it interesting tonight. So, John, for example, Phil Niekro ended up with 3,000 strikeouts in his career, 33-42. He's in the 3,000 strikeout club.
Okay.
It took him 5,400 innings to do it. Walter Johnson, it took him 5,900 innings. Now, some more contemporary guys. CC Sabathia, 3,500 innings. It took Clayton Kershaw just 2,700 or so innings. He's the fastest to 3,000 strikeouts, according to innings pitched of anybody in Major League Baseball history, including Curt Schilling, who took 3,200 innings, including Pedro Martinez, who took 2,800 innings. Kershaw will do it in just over 2,700 innings. He's got a 10 strikeouts per walk ratio, which in this club is only rivaled by Randy Johnson, who had 10.61 strikeouts per night. So tonight's going to be a really big night. How do you think they will celebrate Clayton Kershaw tonight, Ireland?
I think they stopped the game, don't you?
I wonder if they stop the game.
Yeah, I think it's one of those rare occurrences where you kind of have to stop the game.
They will. I mean, no doubt they're going to stop the game.
Well, Major League Baseball doesn't like them doing that. But the NBA stopped the game when LeBron broke Kareem's scoring record. I think they'll stop the game.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how they handle it tonight. There will be an enormous curtain call for Clayton Kershaw at some point tonight. And
if he strikes the last guy in an inning.
Last guy in an inning, yeah, then it's easy.
You know what's going to be hard, Mace, is let's say he has 2 strikeouts in the 5th or 6th inning, and he's near 100 pitches.
Yep.
And he loads the bases. Don't you have to take him out?
Of course.
Yeah, you're talking about 2 strikeouts, loads the bases in the 6th inning. Do you pull him out?
Nobody out.
Nobody out.
He's at 95 pitches.
Does it matter that you've got 54 wins and have more wins than anybody in Major League Baseball?
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, don't you think that factors in? Like, let it ride for. You don't want to hang him out to dry, but you also want. I think people would be disappointed if they don't see it tonight.
During the season, Minnesota was in the NBA. Minnesota was in a really tight playoff race, and they were jockeying for position in the West, and. I don't know. There were a handful of games left, but not very many, and every game was important. And Chris Finch, the coach of the Wolves, got word that Joe Ingles had an autistic son who had never come to see him play in person and was coming to the game. And Joe Ingles hadn't played in like a month. He was like sitting on the end of their bench. And Fitch walked into the locker room and told everybody, and this is, again, in a really important game, looked at Ingles and goes, "You're starting." And Ingles was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, I just heard that your son's going to be here, and sometimes you just got to do the human thing." And it was universally cheered that he went in and do. I think tonight Dave has to let him get 3 strikes.
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
What kind of bets is Vegas putting? Like do they what do you call these side bets or whatever you got? Like which inning is going to happen? Which player?
I gave Mason 10-1 odds. He thinks that Kershaw's going to strike out the side.
Strike him out in the first inning.
Would Vegas have that as a bet?
I wonder what the Vegas odds of that would be. Yeah, DraftKings might.
Yeah. What do you call those kind of prop bets? You call them, right?
Prop bet. Yeah, like Malik Beasley.
You don't think? Yeah, exactly. Oh my God! I'm so mad at him. I'm so mad. What are you doing?
I came across a story today, Ireland. I don't know if you saw this or not, but he apparently owes money to everybody.
Yeah. And by the way, when he played for us, couldn't have been a nicer guy. I obviously there was a side to him that none of us knew.
I think he's made about $50 million in his career. What are
60.
you doing?
60, and he was about to sign a deal for 42.
What are you doing with your money every year, son?
Yeah, well, here's some of it. He owes...
He's not paying his dentist.
He's not paying his dentist. He's not paying his barber. He owes a bunch of money to his barber.
A week's salary pays off his dentist $34,000 bill. Not even a week's salary.
Yeah, so he owes $35,000 to an apartment building. He owes $26,000 to a dentist.
He makes all that in a week.
He owns thousands to his barber.
Yeah, but Michael, now if this gambling story is true, he's probably out of the league.
He is.
I think that's done
no
forever.
team's going to touch him now.
Yeah.
He blew for like $42-44 million.
Well, I don't even think it's going to be up to the teams. I think Adam Silver's going to suspend him.
Don't you think
really sad?
Don't you think literally if you get busted in this, you'll never play again?
I do believe that.
Yeah, what happened to John Porter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Michael Porter's brother.
Yeah, I mean, he's a more significant player than Porter.
Yeah, he was a good player for
Yeah.
Detroit
Malik
last
Beasley
year.
was in the middle of negotiating a $42 million extension.
It's crazy and blew it all. All right, criticism. How do you deal with it? We will do that coming up next for you. In the meantime, Laura, I am doing a read. And it is, here it is. All right, let's pretend that none of that happened. Hey, did you know that Goodwill Southern California is more than just amazing thrift finds? They are transforming lives with job training and career placement and support services for veterans, youth, and individuals overcoming barriers to employment. Every donation and purchase fuels these life-changing programs. So the next time you donate or you shop, you're not just decluttering, you're empowering someone's future. For more information on how you can help, go to powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. That's powerofwork.goodwillsocal.org. Brought to you by GSC Verizon Skill Forward. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Sedano and Cap.
Today at 3 p.m. after Mason and Ireland.
Today, before I came here, I made a sandwich for myself, but I only had the heels of the bread to use, the heel.
Did you toast it?
I did not.
No, toasted heel is good. If you have like a loaf of bread, like a French bread, do you eat the butt?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, me too.
I don't. Yeah.
So do you eat that butt?
I love it. The heels, the butt, all of it.
Sedano and Cap weekdays at 3 p.m.
on 710 ESPN.
And don't forget, next Friday, July 11th at the West Covina Sportsplex. We'll be there, so don't miss your chance to press a flash with us and root for your favorite 710 personality during the summer tradition, unlike any other. We'll kick off our all-day live broadcast with Travis and DeMarco at 9 a.m. And don't miss Team Travis versus Team DeMarco during the listener game starting at 1 p.m., all at the West Covina Sportsplex, 2100 South DeSuze Avenue in West Covina, made possible by the law offices of Joseph S. Normand. When accidents happen, we step up to the plate. Law offices of Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000.
Disney's Descendant Zombies Worlds Collide Tour. Live in concert. July 23rd at Crypto.com Arena. A one-of-a-kind live concert experience starring Kylie Cantrell, Freya Sky, Malia Baker, Malachi Barton, Dara Renee, Joshua Colley, and Makana Knife. Live on stage, singing all the hits from the movies. Tickets on sale now at DescendantZombiesLive.com.
Waba Grill is an LA original, so we've got to keep it real. Real fresh with our Asian-inspired menu that's grilled to order every time.
Take me up and never put me down.
Real quality with our marinated proteins like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Enjoy $5 happy hour weekdays after 3 p.m. with our 5-piece pork veggie dumplings and a value-sized premium beverage drink like our creamy and delicious Thai tea. Waba Grill, keeping it real every day for you.
Oh, hey. Hey, thanks for meeting me here. It's just, you're my only lawyer friend, and I need your professional opinion. Do you see that brand new Hyundai Tucson out there? That's all I paid for it.
Let me get back to you on that. Deal's so right, it almost feels wrong at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Santa Fe models. And check out our other great deals at your Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends September 2nd. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Level up your summer projects with 4th of July savings on top brand cordless power tools from the Home Depot. Whether you're working on a fence, a planter box, or a new workbench, get the power and runtime you need with the Ryobi One Plus 18-volt 2 toolkit from the Home Depot for only $99 was $139. Get 4th of July savings on the cordless power you need to make summer projects easier than ever. Right now at the Home Depot.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible: overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right, pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply, NMLS 696891.
And it is Mason and Ireland, your Wednesday afternoon. This is why we call it the biggest show on the radio.
Hey, guys. I absolutely love your show. I'm the kid who got hit in the spawn.
And it rolls on Mason and Ireland.
Is that team better or worse than last year?
Way better.
Way
better.
No, it's not.
What? Why not?
They are missing DFS. DFS was such a huge part of what they did. DFS played defense, shot 40% from three.
But Mace, I would, if the Blazers would have called me and said, I'll trade you DeAndre Ayton for Dorian Finney-Smith, I would have done it.
Yeah.
Would you really?
Heck yeah.
Despite all the red flags.
Well, how about this for a red flag? Dorian Finney-Smith's 32 and had ankle surgery this summer.
Right, but Dorian Finney-Smith played. I mean, that was one of JJ's go-to guys last year.
I love Dorian. I love his game. But
you're turning him into James Worthy all of a
No,
sudden?
no. But I'm saying, if you traded,
Wait a minute.
If you you got it? Is it done?
Chris Haynes, free agent center DeAndre Ayton is signing with the Lakers.
I told you. Yes.
Yay.
I'm bringing my Bahamian flag.
Brett Siegel. DeAndre Ayton is finalizing an agreement with the Lakers after securing a buyout with the Blazers.
Okay.
That makes sense.
At least two people are now reporting DeAndre Ayton's coming to the Lakers.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, that guarantees us a championship.
Yeah.
Every time you had a Bahamian,
you heard
win.
Michael.
They're better than us.
Oh, yeah. With DeAndre, yes.
I do not believe that.
What?
I don't
You
believe
forgot
that.
how good he is.
Because you're a non-believer.
I forgot how good he is because I've read all the stuff about his behavioral stuff and late for stuff and care factor low. All
checked all that
But if
baggage.
he's coming to the Lakers, think positive.
He's got carry-on now. No more
Please.
check baggage, Mace.
Mace, think positive.
Mace can't do that.
Of course I can. I can think positive.
Not when it comes to...
I'm a positive thinker.
Not when it comes to certain players. You just can't see past
their
faults.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like you're very positive about DeAndre.
You know what it is? It's show me. It's a show me situation.
You're right about that, and he will.
Show me you're on time. Show me you care. Show me you
Show me
play
the
hard.
money. Show me the money.
Show me you rebound. Show me you catch a lob.
Yeah,
We
Mace
want
isn't
receipts.
wrong. Yeah, Mace isn't wrong about it. You're right. It's time for him to show up.
Yeah.
Show it. You're right.
And by the way, have you seen Skinny Luka?
Yeah. But can he keep it off? That's the key.
Yeah.
See,
Ireland
remember,
doesn't-
you were skinny once, and I'll look at you.
Yeah.
Wait, he was great.
Michael, I don't think that's
See,
unfair.
No, he
that's
looks
not
great.
nice.
You
I
look
don't,
great.
I don't think that's unfair. I'm up 8 pounds from where I was at my
But you look
birthday
great.
party.
You look great.
Yeah.
Compared to what?
On the other hand,
Compared to what?
Michael, you?
What?
Do you have a mirror so this guy can see
What?
himself in the mirror?
I still look handsome, Pepe.
Handsome in what, man?
All right, so that's the big bulletin breaking news. DeAndre Ayton will be the center for the Los Angeles Lakers 25-26 season. It means that they come away with Jake LaRavia and DeAndre Ayton, maybe Rob
D'Anthony
Pelinka's-
Melton coming.
Maybe D'Anthony Melton. That's another name they've been linked to.
We don't know. Well, they might have
Is
other
it fair to say?
surprises.
Is it fair to say that Rob Pelinka is auditioning for Mark Walter?
Oh, of course. And your boss, you got to keep
Isn't
impressing
everybody?
your boss. Yeah.
I guess
Aren't Mychal and I?
Is. Remember,
right.
Ned Colletti stayed 2 years after Mark Walter bought the team. So I would imagine that there's sort of a clock. It's like, what can you do in the next 2 years?
Yeah.
And, I don't know. Does this answer that question? I don't think it does. Where's the creativity? Where's the deal? I don't.
Well, you're not going to get Giannis.
No,
You're not
no,
gonna
I'm
get
not saying
Jokic.
that.
What do you want?
I expected a better center candidate than DeAndre Ayton.
Name one that's already
Like
under
who?
contract. Like who?
Embiid.
You don't want Embiid?
I think Brook Lopez was their first priority.
No.
I'd rather have DeAndre Ayton than Brook Lopez.
Me too.
I make a deal. Nick Claxton.
Oh,
I
DeAndre's
like
way
Nick
better
Claxton.
than him.
Okay,
Come
wait a
on.
minute. But Mace,
Way better.
Look at it this way: you get DeAndre Ayton without having to give up anybody. You don't have to give up Rui. You don't have to give up Austin. Now you get Ayton, and you don't have to send anything out.
This guy has top 10 center abilities, skills.
By the way, Shams is now reporting Ayton to the Lakers.
Okay. That makes it official.
Of course, it's going to happen.
That makes it official. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm
You'll
in.
see, Mace, but
I'm
you're
in
right.
I'm in the club that says, "Show me. I want to see what it looks like."
And you're not wrong.
Mace, you've been very negative.
No,
and
No. I said, "Show me." This guy's got a track
Yep.
record. Show me. He's
Mace
show
is
me. He's
right.
going to be
But
different.
you cannot be that negative.
I'm not negative.
No,
I'm just
but
saying, show
Mace,
me.
I think
It's
that's
good
a
for
very
you.
fair
Yes.
way of characterizing
Yes, Mace
this.
is right.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a shot.
Yeah. For once, Pepe's not agreeing
The
with you.
thing I like the most about this guy
He's going to show it.
Yes.
is that when we lost DFS, I thought, well, now you kind of need to keep Rui if you can.
Yes.
Because those two
He's your wing, yeah.
Yeah, did similar things. So now you have a starting lineup of Luka, Austin, Rui, LeBron, and Ayton. That can compete. I'm not saying they're going to win it all, but that can compete. Now I feel like they're going to have a chance in any game.
And if Ayton wants to get back up to the $25, $26 million a year range, he has to come in here this year and produce. He's got to show up. He can't be messing around.
Do we know, is that just a 1 year deal?
Yeah.
And he's going to make $34 million between Portland and the Lakers. So whatever Portland, Michael, do you know what Portland owed him?
35.
Well,
last year of his deal.
But I think he accepted a buyout.
Yeah, he took 25.
All right, so that means the Lakers are giving him 9.
Yeah, something like that.
So Michael, don't you think, in all seriousness, don't you think that you should talk to him?
Oh, I'm definitely going to talk to him.
Yeah.
He might cuss me out, but I'll definitely talk to him and say, hey,
No,
man.
I mean, just talk to him seriously.
Yeah.
He doesn't have a street named after him in the Bahamas like you do.
You got
He
to
has
sit
to
down with
listen to you.
DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You're Yoda to DeAndre Ayton.
Maybe, I'm going to the Bahamas next month. Maybe we'll meet on a beach and sit under a coconut tree, climb the tree, get some coconuts.
Great
There you
idea.
go.
Have a little talk, Pepe.
There you go.
If you're just tuning in, DeAndre Ayton is going to be a Laker. Career-wise, he's averaged 16 points and 11 rebounds a game. He's got a block per game. He has played.
By the way, May 16 and 11 is an upgrade of what they've been getting.
Oh,
out of
no
that
question.
spot.
Yeah, even last year, 14 and 10 was last year in Portland. That's an upgrade too.
And the good thing is, like John said, and John, you are very smart people. I'm sorry that you're not here personally, and I have to deal with these two guys.
I needed a break, so we sent him to Idaho.
Exactly.
So you know what you said. Lakers are not giving anything for him.
Right. Okay.
That may be what I like the most.
I'm
is
selling-
that they didn't have to give anything up.
I'm selling myself a little bit on this. 5 of 7 years, he averaged a double-double.
Yeah, but don't back off your initial step. You're right, Base. He's got to show what he's capable
course.
of.
Yeah, he does.
That's a given. I mean,
Yep. And if he's not motivated to play for this franchise, then there's no hope for him.
Exactly.
And sometimes you've got to get kind of. Mace, I made the Gary Sheffield comparison
Correct.
the other day. That Sheffield was a disaster in Milwaukee at the end of his career, and yeah, I mean, you never looking at his statistics would think that he was going to amount to anything.
It would be fair to say he's a distressed asset.
Right, that's a good way of putting it. Remember, Milwaukee traded him to the Padres.
Right.
And he got around the right people, and he got around Fred McGriff, who I think he was related to. They're like second cousins. And he had like an MVP-type season. I'm not saying DeAndre Ayton's going to be an MVP, but he was the number 1 overall pick in the draft for a reason.
Yep.
Matter of fact, he was in Luka's draft.
Yeah, and he's going to be playing with Luka and with LeBron, and that's going
Rub off on him.
That's going to be great for him.
Yes.
I actually love this signing.
Yeah.
They've got a center.
As soon as I heard that the Blazers bought him out, I said he better be a Laker. They better not.
Well, you've
lose him.
always coveted DeAndre Ayton. You've always been a
liked
huge
his
fan.
skills. Always liked his abilities. Just got to keep showing it.
Hey, I wanted to, this is the song that's sweeping America. Such a catchy song. And I got this note from Keith Colburn, who's the chief marketing officer for Total Wine & More. John, it's directed to you and I. Just wanted to send you a quick thank you for your love on the Total Wine jingle. Really appreciate the shout-out. Being compared to Dua Lipa was unexpected. Honestly, quite flattering.
It does sound like Dua Lipa.
Thanks again for the support and the good vibes. The jingle's got some new star power now. So there you go. We
made it a hit, guys.
We did turn it into a hit. I heard it on Kiss FM the other day.
So, Michael, let me ask you this. Jared Vanderbilt wears number 2.
Yeah.
DeAndre Ayton has always worn number 2. If Ayton calls Vando and says, "Can I have the number?" what should Vando say?
Oh, that's a great question. What would it cost to give up my number? I would say, well, first, obviously, you got to negotiate. I say, give me $50,000 in cash. He probably won't agree with that.
No, thank you. I'll wear a different number.
How about $20,000 in cash?
I'll wear
so
number.
much cash.
I'll wear number 7.
They can afford it.
Yeah,
I made $35 million this year.
Although,
what's $20,000 to him?
Here's what: if I had a certain,
what would you want?
If I had my lucky number, which is 23, I wouldn't give it up.
Okay, but if you were willing to give it up, what would you be willing to get for it or take for it?
You'd give it up for Shohei.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, if he asked me, I would give it up
for free.
Right.
For
I'd
nothing?
switch to. It's Shohei Ohtani.
You wouldn't ask for a car?
Oh, I could ask him.
He gave
for
Joe Kelly's wife a car.
Yeah, he gave Ipe Muzahara $16 million.
Pepe, what about you? What was your number when you played, Pepe?
I think a car will be nice.
Yeah, you want a car?
Yeah.
I'm not giving you guys a car. I'm not giving you $20,000. If you don't give me the number, I'll pick a different number.
All right, well then don't ask for it then.
Well, then pick a different number.
Yeah. What's your number, John? Are you going to pick a number? What would you wear?
My number in high school was 12. 15's available. I'd take 15 because I was born in the 15.
No, that's Austin Reeves' number.
Oh, yeah, I don't want to take AR's number. Who's wearing 12 now?
Nobody, I don't think.
All right, I'll take that. Shannon Brown's old number.
No,
that's Vlade Divac, the real Laker.
Oh, there you go.
The guy who passed on Luka for Marvin Bagley.
Let's not bring that
Well
up.
done.
Genius.
All right. So, Pepe Mantilla, it's your game today. Now, whenever you do a game, we call it Popery of Lies because some of your questions are correct and some of them are wrong.
Yes.
All of my questions are true.
This goes back to
on that, Pepe?
when you said Paul Anka did not write My Way,
And
which
that
is a
is-
ridiculous statement
no,
that to this day you are wrong.
The music was done by.
All right,
Ian
Pepe.
Frank.
I knew I'd get your
I
rant
hope
up
you
a
don't-
little
Check
bit
it
there.
out again.
Check it out.
I hope one of your questions is in seating capacity in Crypto.com arena.
Oh, that's another area where you've got trouble.
You owe me $100. Now I remember. When are you going to give me the $100?
Because the Sparks put more people in there than the Lakers
No,
did.
you're a sore loser.
And I was right about that.
Yeah.
No, everybody agree with me.
I'm with Michael on this. All right, coming up next for you, we're going to do Popery of Lies. Game of Games is coming up. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Saturday. It's a showdown deep in the heart of Texas. LAFC invade Q2 Stadium for a Western Conference battle with Austin FC.
LAFC!
Can the black and gold grab all 3 points on the road? LAFC face off with Austin FC. Pre-match coverage starts Saturday at 5 p.m. On the home of the black and gold, 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Don't navigate the legal system alone. Hey, it's Travis. At the personal injury law offices of Joseph S. Normand, they will fight tirelessly to get you the max compensation you deserve. Joe and his team understand the emotional and financial toll that an injury can take on you and your life. Call 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand have helped thousands of people like you recover millions of dollars in settlements and verdicts. Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000. Your recovery is their priority.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy, spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Hey, Joe Fortenbaugh here. Whether you're locking in your home run picks or riding with your favorite golfers this summer, ESPN Bet is your sportsbook for all the action. Go from checking stats on your favorite teams and players to placing bets in just a few taps. Plus, new customers can get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 wager. Download the ESPN Bet app and sign up with the promo code JOEQ to get started today. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Find what you love, love what you find. A Total Wine and More. There's so much waiting for you. Spirits and beer, thousands of wines. Guides in the know and prices so low. It just might blow your mind. You're gonna find what you love and love what you find.
With curbside pickup and delivery available, you'll always find what you love, only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
710 ESPN.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mace.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. It is Pepe Mantilla's game today. Popery of Lies.
And confusion.
Stand by for a question about Greta Garbo.
Carol Lombard.
Betty Davis.
Yep.
Ingrid Bergman. Rita Hayward.
Ingrid Bergman.
This potpourri is especially for smart, full people.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you very much.
that means I'm going to dominate, Pepe. What do we got?
Okay,
He's
here
opening
we
his
go.
envelope now. It's been hermetically sealed.
All right, 5 players.
It's in a
Brian,
mayonnaise-
Laura,
mayonnaise
Mace,
jar.
Ireland, Michael.
Yep.
And please, don't start asking me dumb questions.
Okay, got it.
So I get really nervous.
Okay.
All right, Pepe.
Here
What's
we go.
question 1?
First, there are 12 questions.
Yep.
Okay.
First question. Where was Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys born? Inglewood, Hawthorne, or Torrance?
Inglewood,
Brian.
Hawthorne, or Torrance?
Torrance.
Laura.
I'm also going Torrance.
Mace.
I'm going to go Hawthorne.
Home of the Lakers for many, many years. I'll go Inglewood.
Torrance.
It's Hawthorne, right?
Torrance.
What is it, Pepe?
Inglewood.
Oh,
Boom!
really?
He was born in Inglewood. He
Inglewood.
grew up in Hawthorne.
What do you call it? Inglewood?
Grew up in Hawthorne,
It's
yeah.
Inglewood.
Inglewood.
Not
That's
Inglewood.
all right.
Okay, you understood what it was?
Yes, I did.
I did.
Said something like that again, and I
Oh, and he's
take a
docking
Oh,
point.
he's going to dock you a point. He's
Ooh.
being tough today.
Okay,
All right,
here
Pepe,
we
what's
go.
question
Pay
2?
attention to this one.
Okay, we're going to pay
Okay,
attention.
okay.
What band plays the song "Long Cold Woman in a Black Dress"?
Mm-hmm.
The Searchers, the Hollies, or the Proclaimers?
Laura, this is you.
The Proclaimers.
Mace.
The Proclaimers.
I'm going Hollies. Michael.
Come on, guys. It's the Hollies.
Brian.
It is the Hollies.
It is the Hollies.
Yeah, thanks.
You know it was the
Oh, yeah, come on now.
not
Such
know
a great
that?
one.
I don't even know that
That's
song.
Brian, did you really know?
That
I
is
do,
a
yeah, it's a
great.
classic.
That is a great song.
Long, tall lady in a dress.
never
Is
heard
that what
that?
that's called? No.
Oh, Long Cool Woman. That's a great song.
I don't
That's
think
a great
I know it
song.
off the top of my head.
You would if we played it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
You
it's
can
a
play
pretty
it
famous
later,
song.
Brian.
All right,
Which
what's
pitcher?
question 3, Pepe?
Which pitcher threw a perfect game on April 2012 for the Chicago White Sox? Roy Halladay, Felix Fernandez, or Phyllis Humber?
Give me the names again.
Roy Halladay, Felix Hernandez, or Philip Humber?
Mace.
I'll go Humber.
I also think it's Humber. Michael.
Yeah, I think it's the last one. Humbert, Herbert, whatever.
Brian.
Holiday.
Laura.
With Mason, Ireland, and
Humber.
Michael.
I think the other two never played for the White Sox. Is it Humber, Pepe?
It is Humber.
Yeah, I don't think Mace did Holiday ever
I
play
don't
for the
think
White Sox?
Roy Halladay did play for
No.
the White Sox. Yeah, okay.
No.
All right. Pepe's
All right.
like,
Ireland 3, Michael 2, everybody else 1.
What city hosted the 2016 Summer Olympics? London, Rio de Janeiro, or Beijing?
Okay, 2016 Summer Olympics. This one's me. I'm pretty sure that was Rio. Michael.
Yeah, I was there. Rio.
Brian.
Rio.
Laura.
I believe Mason talks about it all the time. Rio.
I was there. It was Rio.
I think everybody got that, right, Pepe?
That was an easy one.
That was a
there
gimme.
you
Yeah,
so you
thank
guys
you.
stop
Keep 'em
All right,
complaining.
this one's going to Michael Pepe, so make it hard.
Too bad it's gonna be an easy.
Okay.
All right, Pepe.
Which country is home to the ancient city of Petra? Egypt, Jordan, or Lebanon?
For me?
Yes.
Woo! Jordan, baby. Air Jordan.
Brian.
Jordan.
Laura.
Sure, Jordan.
Michael knows this kind of thing.
Yes.
I'll say Jordan.
Well, I'm not going against Michael. I'll go Jordan. Did we all get it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I love that carving.
Okay.
You know that the Taliban wanted to blow that up?
Oh, really?
Can you believe that?
Don't
Yeah,
they want to blow everything up?
Yeah, you're right.
Number 6.
The mood was set there.
Which country
This one's going
has
back to
the
you,
most islands in the world? Sweden, Canada, or Indonesia?
That's a good question. I should
Brian.
know this.
Indonesia.
Laura.
I'm also going to Indonesia.
Mace.
I'm going to go Indonesia.
Is that it?
What? No.
No.
What are the other choices besides Indonesia?
Sweden, Canada, Indonesia.
I think this is a trick. Give me Canada. Michael.
I think it is Indonesia.
Is that it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Oh, we all missed it?
Yeah.
The hell islands they go? What islands?
260,570 islands.
260,000 islands?
I would have put
Little
that
smaller
third.
things.
What was the question, Pepe?
Which
What was the question? Most islands goes to Sweden.
Laura, I like you a lot, but
I'm-
if you do something like that again,
You're
I
minus
take
a point.
away
Losing a
from
point,
you.
Laura.
All right. Here's the score. Ireland 5, Michael 4, everyone else 3.
Okay.
Be very careful with this one.
All right,
because
Laura, this
I
one coming to
know
you.
All right.
For sure that Michael doesn't know the answer.
Okay.
Okay.
Number 7. Which novel starts with the line, "Call me Ishmael"? The Old Man and the Sea, Moby Dick, or Treasury Island?
Treasury
Laura.
Island.
B.
What's B, Pepe?
B.
Moby Dick.
Mace.
Moby Dick.
I'm also going Moby Dick. Michael.
When did the government write a book called Treasury Island?
Treasury Island, yes.
Is that Democrat or Republican?
Michael, what's your answer?
Moby Dick. No, what's your Moby Dick?
Brian.
Moby Dick.
It is Moby Dick.
Yeah, that one was easy.
Treasury Island.
Yeah,
Okay.
Treasury Island.
Is that what they put on the cup?
All right, Mace, this one
I
coming
made it
to
up.
you.
So, okay.
Ready.
In what year did Ayrton Senna, remember
Ayrton Senna.
Sure.
Race car driver.
Yeah.
Ayrton Senna, the Brazilian Formula One driver, in what year did he die? 1992, 1993, or 1984?
Wow.
All right. It's
92, 93, 84?
No. 92, 93, 94.
Okay.
Oh, 94.
All right,
92,
94.
93,
I
94.
thought you
Mace,
said 84.
Mace, what are you going?
93.
I'll go 92.
I always remember where I was.
Michael, I'll go 92. What do you want?
Yeah, I think it's 92.
Brian.
94.
Laura.
92.
What's the answer?
Brian, you got it. 94.
Oh, Brian, you're 1 off the lead.
All right.
Okay, here comes the one.
Old-timey actress?
The one that you like the most.
Okay, good.
There we go.
All right.
Everybody
Glenn
get up.
Ford was the main actor in the movie Gilda
Ooh, Glenn Ford.
in 1946.
No.
Stop it, Michael. Stop
Oh,
it,
you're going to lose a
okay?
point, Michael.
Okay. But who was the main actress? Rita Hayworth, Merle Oberon, or Betty Davis?
Who was the second one?
Merle Oberon.
Merle Oberon.
Betty Davis.
I've
Marita.
seen this movie.
John Ford.
No,
Glenn Ford.
Glenn Ford.
I'm
Is the
gonna
actor.
go. I'm gonna go Rita Hayworth. Michael.
What was the name of the movie?
Gilda.
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 Second name.
Merle Oberon.
Yeah.
All right, Brian.
Betty Davis.
Laura.
Hayward, and I think that's...
You're going Rita Hayworth.
Yeah.
Mace.
I'm going to try Betty Davis.
Who is it?
Laura, who did you say?
The first one.
Rita Hayworth?
Yes.
It is Rita Hayworth.
Oh, Laura
Rita
and I got it.
Hayworth.
Okay, so here's the score update. Ireland 7, Michael, Brian, and Laura 5, Mace 4.
Oh, God, I never do
Pepe
good at
was
threes.
You should have known.
3
the
left,
Rita
I believe.
Hayworth.
Yeah,
Pepe,
should've.
three left or 4 left?
1, 2, 3.
All right, I'll start going first. Go ahead.
What was the real name of Rita Hayworth? Rita Luisa Rabal, Margarita Carmen Cancino, or Margarita Diaz Camara?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez,
I
remember
will
those.
go
Right.
with. I'll go with one of the margaritas. I'll go C.
Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah, C sounds right to me.
Brian.
B, Margarita, the other one.
The other Margarita.
Margaritaville.
Laura.
I think it is B, the second margarita. The B margarita.
Mace.
Yeah, margarita number 2.
All right, what's the answer?
The margarita number 2.
Oh! All right, so
B,
Brian
right?
got
Wait,
it.
B, right?
Laura got it.
Mason got it.
Mace got it. All right, so we're tight with 2 to go. Here's the score. Ireland 7, Brian 6, Laura 6, Mason, Michael 5. So everyone's in it, but Mace and Michael, you got to go opposite of me.
Got it.
Okay,
All right, here we go.
number 11. What was the title of the Beyonce and Shakira collaboration in 2007? Crazy in Love, Deja Vu, or Beautiful Liar?
Okay.
Ireland. I'm going Deja Vu. Brian.
Beautiful Liar.
Laura.
I believe it is Beautiful Liar.
Mace.
It is Beautiful Liar.
Michael.
Liar.
Yeah.
What is it?
Beautiful Liar.
Oh, now it's time. I might clipper this thing.
Uh-oh.
All right. Ireland 7, Laura 7, Brian 7, Mace 6, Michael 6. Everybody alive.
All right, number 12. Here it goes. What was the real name of Sly Stone? You know Sly Stone,
Yes,
right?
of course. He had a family.
Sylvester Stone, Sylvester Jones, or Sylvester Stewart?
Brian.
Stewart.
Laura.
So it was Stone, Stewart, and what was the other one?
Stone, Jones, or Stewart?
Stewart.
I'm with the crowd. I think it's Stewart. Mace.
Okay, so I got to go different. I've got either Jones or
Stone.
Stone.
I'm going to go Jones.
Stewart.
Michael.
Stewart.
It is
Mike-
a Stewart.
It is Stewart, but Michael, you knocked yourself out
Why?
because you had to go different.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you had to go different.
You were
But I
one
didn't wanna.
behind.
Yeah,
I didn't want it. I knew it was
that was the
Stewart.
only way you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though I knew it was
Okay,
Stewart.
so we go down to the
I
lowest,
hate
right?
the tiebreakers.
It's a 3-way tie
Ah.
between Brian, Laura, and John.
Oh, I'm
Pepe,
out of
do
this.
you have a tiebreaker?
Okay, I have 2 tiebreakers, but because one is so obvious for John Ireland, I'm going to use the second one.
Okay.
Okay. How many pounds of pretzels were eaten in the United States as reported in February 2023? Pounds of pretzels.
Okay. Okay, we're writing down numbers. How many pounds of pretzels in 2023?
I have absolutely no idea.
Pounds of pretzels. Pretzels in pounds.
Okay, I've got a number. Brian, do you have a number?
Yes, I do.
I wrote down 500 million. What'd you write?
Whoa.
20 million pounds.
Laura.
140 million.
Pepe, who's the winner?
Ireland.
I cannot believe it, guys. Ireland wins.
Ireland, yeah.
But what was the number?
What was the-
362 million.
Wait.
Wait. I might not have won.
Oh,
I
wait.
said 140.
All right, so 362 minus 140
Yeah, Laura
is
wins.
222. 500 minus 362. Oh, I did get you, Laura.
Damn.
But it was close. It was
I
close.
thought it was Laura.
What was the question Ireland was bound to get?
Okay.
What was the other one?
How many points did Kobe score in his first year in the NBA?
Total points.
Total points?
Well, he didn't play a lot.
No.
I'd
say 810.
Really?
Yeah, because he was a backup
What do you
player.
say, Island?
Yes, sir.
I don't think he scored 800 points. I don't think he played enough.
10 points a game?
I would say it's closer to half that. I would go 400, Pepe.
539.
539. All right, there
you go.
All right. Hey, very good. We will go back, and I know listeners are going back, and they're fact-checking everything that you
Sedano looks like the ice cream man.
We are going to do some super crosstalk. Coming up next, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
It was a seismic shift in Lakerland felt all around the sports world.
Now, all of a sudden, we're one of the richest owners in all the NBA.
Mark Walter is now leading a brand new Lakers ownership group.
The guy that owned the Dodgers bought the Lakers and caught just about everybody by surprise is exceptionally exciting.
When the news broke, LA turned to 710 for the passion and pride of the purple and gold.
New era, same home.
The home of the Lakers is 710 ESPN.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Flashy discounts, gimmicky sales? Don't fall for it. At Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, we give you honest, wholesale pricing all year long. No bogus markups, no tricks, just the best floors at the best prices. Call 866-62-FLOOR. No sale beats wholesale. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, check them out at hernandezwholesaleflooring.net or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
For the best prices on hardwood, carpet, and more, call 866-62-FLOOR.
You know I love the outdoors and adventures. Hey, it's Travis calling all adventurers. Page, Arizona is your ultimate outdoor playground. Snap that iconic shot at Horseshoe Bend. Then hike the stunning 11-mile rim trail. Explore one of 13 breathtaking slot canyons, including world-famous Antelope Canyon. Craving water fun? Cruise Lake Powell by kayak, jet ski, or houseboat, or float the Colorado River to Lee's Ferry. Make Page your base camp for day trips to Grand Canyon, Zion, and the Wave. Start planning your trip today at visitpageaz.com.
Hey Rams fans, it's your quarterback Matthew Stafford here. Join me for Walk United LA at the Rose Bowl Stadium on July 20th. Participants can walk or run to support fire recovery efforts and our most vulnerable LA communities. Learn more at walkunitedla.org. See you there.
KSPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins. Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Oh, Michael, so when are you going to play center for the Lakers? He is so excited over DeAndre Ayton.
Sedano, I don't get you, Sedano. This guy has top 10 center ability in his league. What
Except
is wrong
he's
with you?
never actually fulfilled it.
But don't you think here, playing for the Lakers is going to be motivated?
There it is, John Ireland.
Ireland, sell him on Ayton, will you?
George, he would have been my first choice of, now tell me if you agree, if it was down to Brooke Lopez, Al Horford, Clint Capella, or DeAndre Ayton, I would have taken Ayton. How about
He would have been 4 of 4 in that scenario with me.
Really?
I'd rather have
He would have
Michael
been
Thompson
1 of
at
4.
60 whatever years old play center.
It's a personality thing, right? This is what I hear all over the place.
He has
the personality thing.
Zero care factor to play the game of basketball. I
hope you're wrong, George.
Well, I hope I'm wrong too.
Yeah, no, it'd be
but
great
he
if he's
has
wrong.
he has shown in 7 or 8 years that Chris Paul could not run away fast enough from this guy, and he got the best out of him.
Let me ask you, George. You would know. Do we know a guy named Evan Siduri?
Siduri. Yeah, he's like an NBA
Is
guy.
he okay?
He's like a clutch points guy.
Is
right?
his info good? He
all
says the Lakers are still considering Al Horford, that it is not a done deal.
Well, it's not
and
a
that
done deal till it's a done deal.
They're in strong pursuit of Al
Yeah, I mean,
Horford.
the Warriors are the front runner for Al Horford, though.
Hey, you guys want to
He's a
hear
nice guy.
some good news?
Sure.
Some cool news? Frank Vogel is joining Jason Kidd to be his lead assistant in Dallas.
Yeah, that makes sense. He was a consultant for them last year.
And they had the opposite roles when the Lakers won the bubble title.
Yeah.
Frank was the head coach and Jason was the lead assistant.
Well, and Frank,
I'm a big Vogel guy, so I'm really happy for him.
Me too. I saw him last year during the play-in. When the Mavs lost to Memphis. Sorry, Michael.
Yeah, didn't show up.
But look, Frank. I'm with you, Ireland. I love Frank. I think Frank's great. I think Frank should be a head coach, but smart because he takes an assistant job and he doesn't really have to give up whatever the Lakers are. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the Phoenix Suns are still paying him. Yes,
Right.
So yeah, you're not high
Ayton,
on that.
No, I'm not a big.
Not
a
high
big
on that.
fan.
Michael's very high
Very
on it.
high.
Ireland's very high on it. I say wait and see. Pepe
I mean, you
says
two
I'm
are
being too
always going to be
negative.
high on
yeah,
anything.
they're always.
You guys,
Exactly.
Your high is all purple and gold.
No.
We see the world through purple and gold colored glasses, George.
See, at least Ireland admits it. You don't.
Yeah, but
Is
you
there
gotta-
another color besides those?
Gold.
Yes.
Oh, besides those two?
Hell
Not
no.
for you. Not for you. So if this is it, if it's Jake LaRavia and it's DeAndre Ayton, these guys say the team is better. I say it's not as good.
It's better than last year. 7 positions better.
I think
Ayton's an upgrade from Jackson Hayes.
Dalton
You're going to
Connect-
miss
LaRavia
Finney
is a
Smith.
downgrade
Connect will be
from
better.
Finney
FS.
Smith. Yeah.
Connect will be better next year. You got some experience.
Yeah, I don't mind Connect getting more minutes, Mace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Did he
it's-
learn to play defense?
Oh,
Well, he's
Hell
not,
no.
defense is not
Half
his
the
calling
league
card.
doesn't play
yeah,
defense.
exactly.
But
Does
he
Tyler
did-
Hero play defense?
Did he not have
He
a
plays
third?
better defense than Dalton Connect, that's for sure. At least he
I
competes.
would put each one of their defensive ratings at 0.
Zero.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I would not. You need to watch more Tyler Hero than I would say.
Yeah, but most players.
Tyler Hero's an
don't-
all-star. Dalton Connect could
Does
only
Alfie
wish
Sengun
to be an
play
all-star.
defense? No.
Albert Sengun plays more defense than you give him credit
I can
for.
score on him.
By the way, I used to tell you Maxi Kleba, Jason Kidd used to always talk about Maxi Kleba being a good defender. Now you got him on your team. Is he a good defender now?
Yes, we got to wait.
No,
and see.
no,
Yeah,
he's
right.
fantastic. No,
Wait a minute,
Jorge,
you're wait and see.
Jorge,
So
Maxi Kleber
you're-
has always been a good
You're
defender.
all in on Ayton, but you're not all in on
No,
Maxi
I
Cleveland.
agree with you. He better show up. Like
Well,
you
he's got
said.
he's got to show up.
But he's not
gotta
talking
give
about
it
that.
to him.
He's talking about Maxi Kleber.
Well, he didn't play
Maxi
last year.
Kleber's a good defender.
Matt
He is
is a
a
good
good player.
defender.
Hey, Sedano, I'm pretty sure, I would say I'm 90% sure LeBron's not getting traded. Are you with me or no?
I'm in that 10% wiggle room category with you.
Okay.
Yes. So I actually have said it the other way. I've said there's a 10% chance I think he could go.
And where would that go? If he wanted to be traded, where?
Honestly,
Knicks.
I think the Knicks have become a more interesting candidate.
Yeah.
I would have told you no, but here's the thing. Everyone assumes. Why do you assume Knicks? I'm curious to hear.
I assume Knicks because the pieces look to be there, and it also
and now Mike Brown's there, and they
Mike-
have a relationship.
and they also serve to clean up their cap a little bit weirdly by taking LeBron.
Okay.
The pieces are there. You know, whether it's Bridges and Josh Hart and Robbins, you know, that's sort of the combo.
Could we get Anunoby in that deal
No.
if it happened?
Well, he will.
He
totally,
just signed like a $200
yeah,
something
he'll
million
totally
deal.
mess up your cap.
Yeah,
But-
like for 5 years.
Yeah.
But Mace, keep in mind what you have going out. You know, you've got to you got to get pretty close to $50 million.
Yeah, but I don't see them. I don't see them trading Anunoby. But I'll say this: I think the most overstated part of everything you guys said is the Mike Brown part. I think the thing that nobody's talking about is Jordan Clarkson going to the Knicks, and here's why. CAA, Leon Rose.
Yep.
Okay, the Knicks have basically been run by CAA, right, because of Leon Rose's connections. And Clutch, Rich Paul, have kind of been at odds for a number of years. They've had one player recently. Who was the kid that came from Atlanta that went to the Knicks that came here? 6'8" swingman.
Cam
came
Reddish.
down.
Cam Reddish. He was the last Clutch client on the Knicks. So this is the first olive branch between the two, Jordan Clarkson.
Oh, interesting.
So if
Okay.
anything, I would say that is more of an indicator of, not that I think LeBron's going to the Knicks, but
Yeah.
an indicator that LeBron could be a Knicks target or vice versa, because there's an actual relationship now between the agency and Leon Rose again.
Yeah, but do you think that now with Ayton and the team, LeBron will be wanting to stay in Los Angeles?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not in the business of trying to figure out what LeBron's thinking.
Right, but and you know, it's interesting the stuff that's bubbling around. Like, for example, Windhorse said today, the door's not open, but it's not locked, which is an interesting way to describe it.
Yes.
Because if I was LeBron and I was looking at, and again, he was like, I don't want the future, and you're planning around Luka, all that stuff. If I look at this, what they've done so far, I'm not saying, oh yeah, this team is all in for right now. It doesn't feel like all in for right now. And if
what
I'm
else could you do?
Well,
You're not going to get Giannis, like I said, or Jokic.
it's not necessarily just that. It's like there was a general lack of imagination when it came to this trade deadline. Do you think, George?
Well, they were reluctant to part with the 2031 pick.
Right, which is stupid.
And I think that I would agree. And I think that is the thing that everyone wanted. And it's the only way you're going to get a quality player is giving up an asset. I do get their side of it. They don't have assets, so they got to hold on to something.
They got to keep that 31 pick to get Cooper Flag in 5 years.
Yeah, right.
Like
That lottery ticket's not falling from the sky a second time.
I mean, the whole picks thing. I mean, who cares about 2031? My God, he's a 7th grader. Who cares?
Well, picks turn out to be
Sure.
Jalen Williams.
Everybody winds up being it, and some wind up being DeAndre Ayton.
Right, but Jalen Williams is also like taken very late in the lottery. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like people thought Jalen Williams. Jalen Williams was the only reason he ended up on OKC was they were scouting Chet Holmgren.
Right.
I mean, Mark Daigneault told me the story. They were scouting Holmgren obviously because they knew they had that pick. And Gonzaga played Santa Clara a ton of times, and Gonzaga was killing Santa Clara, but the only guy still playing hard on Santa Clara was Jalen Williams. And they were like, who's that guy? And that's how they ended up targeting
High
him.
care factor.
You'll see that in Ayton this year.
You're going to see a high care factor.
What, are you going to give him some, like, Bahamian love
no, he
or something?
says he's going to go down.
Conch.
He's going to say things. Now, what language do you speak in
Do you know how
in
to
the
cook conch
Bahamas?
still?
Bahamian.
A little Ebonics and American mix.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Talk to me in Bahamian, because I have a Jamaican friend who ran into another Jamaican, and he speaks like English like you and I speak right now. And then all of a sudden, he went into a Jamaican dialect when he met another Jamaican while we were walking somewhere.
Bahamians speak very. You ever talk to Buddy Hield?
Yeah,
it's hard to understand him because he talks so fast.
Yeah,
and
so
that thick dialect.
speak Bahamian.
I can't do it just like that. I gotta be.
Do it.
I gotta be around
Do
other
it.
people.
Come on, do it.
I gotta be around other Bahamians.
Do it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah, just like Pepe's got to be around other Latinos who speak
Do it.
Spanish.
Nah.
So, Sedano.
Yeah. Still no. Cappy text today, by the way.
Oh, is he still
Hold on,
texting?
let me see what he texted.
Do we even know
He
where he
cannot
is?
step away.
He really can't. Hold on, where is it? Here it is.
Is he on vacation?
Yes, but he's never
on vacation. But he's always staying in touch.
He
He's
doesn't go
like
off the
not
grid
out
like-
of. He's not out of
He
pocket.
doesn't go off the grid like you on Mace.
No, I really don't care what happens when I leave. I don't, people say who's filling. I don't know who's filling in. I never.
Cappy's usually checking to see who's taking his place.
We have so many group chats with him in it that I don't even know which one's which anymore, to be honest.
Still no pictures from his vacation.
Where'd he go? Hawaii?
Last thing I saw was him from Philly.
Oh, he's in Philly.
And Sedano, you don't actually know where he is?
I think he's just in South doing a staycation.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, Michael, are you and Pepe coming back in next Wednesday?
Yeah, what do you guys? You guys will both be here?
No, I'll be here. I'll be in
and
Idaho,
I'll be
but
here.
you can
John,
come
where
in.
are you today?
I'm in Idaho.
Idaho,
Oh, nice.
in the compound.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
How long
I'm
are
here
you
for
there
2 weeks.
He's about ready to get onto the centrifugal and go down to
The
funicular.
Funicular.
And then go to his clan meeting.
Talking about,
It's
man.
Idaho.
Oh, my
We chased those guys out in the 60s.
Ay, ay, ay,
It's Idaho.
Michael.
That's what they do